Hello, viewers. Happy New Year to you all. Compliments of the season. I hope you're good. I hope all is well with you. I am Biola Adebayo. You can call me Dr. B. It's another beautiful episode, and it's the first episode of year 2026. Thank God for life. Thank God for the grace that we have. This episode is supposed to be our opening episode, the happiest episodes, but unfortunately, it's not because we lost a dear sister and friend because of Allwell. May our soul continue to rest in peace. I'll I'll try not to cry in this episode. I'll really try. And I hope others won't as well. This episode is going to be dedicated to Princess Allwell Ademola. So we're going to be talking about her. We're also going to learn from her. I have my guest in the studio already. My heart is so heavy, but the joy of the Lord is my strength. I'm trying so hard. But let's hear from one or two people, family members and friends. Before I introduce my guest, I would like to go outside the studio to hear one or two people talk about Princess Allwell Ademola. Please don't go away because I'll be back shortly.
Talk to be, share your experience.
Good day, sir.
Good day, ma.
Pleased to have you here.
Same here.
Please let's meet you.
Okay. My name is Salami Eniola.
Eniola. Okay. So please say that your surname again.
Aswelime.
Aswilime. Where are you from?
From Edo State.
From Edo State.
But born and brought up here.
You are a Lagos boy.
Lagos, Last Giddy.
Okay. You're OG to us. All
Yeah.
right. I just wanted you to introduce yourself. You're about the oldest Allwell's friends that we know.
Okay.
I would like you to briefly tell us your experience with her, getting to know her, where and how did you meet her?
Okay. Okay, so sorry, I didn't know I was doing this. I have any reason to do this year. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. I think it all started well over 3 decades ago when we were all growing up in Pangrove then so it was just one house in between us. Yes, number 3, then there's a number 5, then at the back of number 5 was where they were staying and all of that. Yeah, so that was how we first got to know, and not just her, and a few other people who are in the industry today were also on that same street. Like I think that was where Jide Awobona was born to, in number 5, yes, and a few other people, yeah. Because at the back of that house, the back of Allwell's house, was where a lot of all these theater people used to come back then. These were the times of when Baba Suwe was just coming up. So I've forgotten the name of all of these veterans. A lot of them usually come. So that was where Allwell picked interest in acting. Like, oh, okay. So everybody, back then when kids would all just sit down and be watching them, they say, don't talk. Emma Soro, Joko, we'll sit down, then we're watching what are these people doing. We see people we see on TV and all of that. So that was how she probably got that inspiration to say, okay, then we will go to the most prominent church around us then was SS Peter and Paul on Abeokuta Street in that same area, just like 3 streets away from us. Pangrove area, like, off Akpata. Or you say Akpata or Lishabi now. Okay, Akpata is coming from Shomoli, so that should be Lishabi. So from that church was when she joined oh, she would see people singing and all of that. So we had an idea that okay, maybe she wanted something like that, but we didn't even, as boys we were just jumping around all of that. So apparently, I think that was how, from that stuff she used to see at the back of the house, and then going to church and all of that, and then all has always been a church person. She has always been a church person from Kekere, from that childhood to from that SS Peter and Paul, to church, then to Trem, to all of that. Yes, so she groomed. I think singing, passion for singing started from that SS Peter and Paul. Yeah, and then she put it from there, combining it with the drama people. They always come. There is this lady called Omokbenu during Babasuwe time.
Babasuwe.
Yes, so Omokbenu was also off our streets, then on Albert Street. Omokbenu's father was a musician. So it was just all of that, like you see people and all that. But I mean, she took it like, okay, she wanted to do all of that. From there, everything started little by little for her with her interest in it and all of that. Then my eldest brother was also doing that, Michael. So everybody would call him Miko around all over. So then it was through him all got into stage. So with and she got into stage, and then she did so well. And then I remember then we were doing there is this series tour we did round Nigeria then. They had it in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and they had governors coming in, Tinubu and rest of them coming in to watch their shows. It was called Rhythm of the Black Man. So the Rhythm of the Black Man paved the way majorly for her to see that, okay, there's something in this industry. And then that time was, she was with, opening up with Rhythm of Time was with also this guy, OC UKJ.
UKJ.
That everybody went, that later went to Wind Ambo and the rest of them. So it was that clique and all, and a few others. So from that moment, from the Rhythm of the Black Man, she was like, okay, so I'm going to do this. This is just all I'm going to do. Any other thing didn't make sense to her, didn't matter to her. She was just like, I found my part and all of that. So, and then if you see her, that's why till date, like when she passed, and I told her mom, like, she's an industry person. She is an industry person because she's not just an actor. She acts, she produces, she directs, she sings. And if you would ask me, I've also been around the industry for like maybe 26 years or 27 years now. I'm yet to see a female in our industry who embodies all of that and does it well, effortlessly. She sings effortlessly. She's acting. She's sometimes when we're on set. I think last year on one of my film called The Prophecy. It was a cinema film that was shooting, had like her, Kunle Remy, Biola, Bisola Yola, and the rest of them. Yeah, So when we're on that set, the vibes that we're given. So at some point, someone else said, you people, the way you are doing and all of that. So she just looked at the person and then she laughed. She was like, you don't know anything. If I'm around this person, I don't care. Whatever he says, whatever he thinks, whatever he could problem and hear me or they were like, So, but it was really fun. And it's always fun when we sometimes now meet on sets. Yes. Because we would always talk back at Spangrove as how it started and all of that. Nobody knew that anybody was going to be anywhere and all of that. Yeah. So it's always beautiful. And then when she was shooting, I think that should be her last cinema film, which she was preparing to release this year.
Is it Belu's Blood or Kilanko?
I can't remember the title now.
Okay,
So she just reached out, equipment wise and all of that, and all of that. So we planned it, and then I think I went on set as well. I saw them shooting on set with Odun. Odunlade was also
I
there.
think that's Belo's blood.
That's Bedo's
I
blood,
think
right?
so, yes.
Yeah. So it was really nice, and then we're just talking about distribution, because I know that each time I release my own movies in the cinemas, she's always there. She's always there. In fact, I don't even need to stress. Sometimes I have a lot of her pictures. I'll just pick any one of them. Just so pick the date. Or which day are you going to the cinema? She's just like, oh, but boy, you. I'll just laugh like, pick dates. Which one? And then we're planning for us. And then so it still comes like a rude shock, like a rude, heavy shock, because I mean, all of the movies that I've done and the ones that did well in the cinemas as well, she's one of the people that I know that really supported me with her popularity and all of that. She will move from this cinema, go to the other cinema, and say, no, cinema. I'm like,
and then all of a sudden,
she's no more. So when the news broke,
I wanted to ask that we were together at the hospital. Who told you? How did you get to hear about it? Who called you?
Okay, so there is this group where we have it's called Entertainment Stakeholders, where she belonged, actors, producers, directors, and all of that, of whether Yoruba, Igbo, all of that. We're a lot of industry giants, cinema owners, and all of that. So someone just sent in there. At first, around 2 something, a message came from her phone into the group, like, Allwell is not here, Allwell is not well, or something. So one of my friends, Saidi was not like, Allwell is not here, and Allwell is typing. So people laughed. I was driving. I didn't see that. So if I had seen that, I would have probably called her immediately to say, who is using her phone? But I knew she would not type this. Because in the group, sometimes when we're talking like that, when things are happening in the group, me and her, we used to talk behind. We just gist, just I'm about gist, like, anyway. So we'll normally talk when we're in that group behind. So if I had seen it, I would have probably just called her and say, who is using your phone? Because this is not how you type. So I was wondering. Then around something 3:34 or something, someone just posted in that group, like, Allwell is not here, Allwell is gone, and all that. So immediately, I still have the message on my phone. Immediately, I just told the person to shut up. I didn't even care who that person was. I apologize if you are saying this, because I didn't apologize in the group till now. I was like, can you please shut up? Can you please stop? Because a day before we spoke, she sent me a video, a night before, the very night. So I'm like, can you just stop? Okay, I'll call one or two of the siblings. I called Boyega, the number wasn't going through. I called Kayode, not going through. I called Momsi. Momsi's phone was ringing and all of that. So I'm like, and Kemi is in the UK. Yeah, he's in the US. So I'm like, what's happening? So I said, okay, you know what? I just left what I was doing. I told them, sorry. I just started driving down to our house. Straight up, like, at least if nobody's answering me, I will try to get there and see for myself. So as I was going, I was trusting God that it was a fake news. Somehow in me, I was saying, that person that posted this thing, in my mind, I was having it in my mind. But at the same time, tears were rolling. I was driving, crying, and the last time I cried like that while driving was when I lost my mom about 13, 14 years ago. So after that time, nobody's death has shocked me. I've seen a lot of people around, people die and all of that. But
I saw how you go to the hospital.
This Allwell zone, I was running like a mad person. I was driving like literally like a mad person. Like I didn't even care. I was just running. The person beside me was saying, SI, take it easy. I didn't even bother if any human being was beside me. I was like, no. The water will dry by itself. Before you know it, maybe something will I remember something again. Another one just start back. Just like, I've never seen you like this. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know somebody was existing in the car till I got to our house. That night, I got to our house. I was seeing things going on online, But in myself, I was telling myself that
It's
fake news. So I just told myself, Asorolano now. It's fake news. So I got in there and I saw everywhere dark in the apartments. So I just went and nailed on the wall. Then I knew something was wrong. Because Allwell's place would not, you can't have everywhere dark, as in totally
You
dark.
got in.
Yeah, I got into the compound. I saw the apartment was blacked out. I saw a first car, I saw a second car outside. I'm like, okay. I knew it was blacked out, so I sat back.
So who told you she was
And
in the
then
hospital?
they now said it's gone to the hospital. So the particular hospital, the landlord went. The landlord has something similar to that too. So when they took him to that particular hospital, they revived him and he was fine, all of that. So I think apparently that was why the man said they should take her to that same hospital. So since they have an idea of how stuff like that work, so I just quickly rushed. I had to tell somebody that bring this other car for me because that road was bad and all of that. So I just exchanged the car from the small one to the truck that I know will do anywhere. I got into the hospital. I saw people outside and then the tears started again. So before I came down, I just put myself together. I said, maybe she's not feeling fine. Maybe I saw a lot of people outside. I said, maybe she's not feeling fine. So I cleaned up my face and I got in. So got into the reception. I said, okay, I'm looking for this person. Or they say the person at the desk just said, yeah, the late mattress. And that was why I broke. I just washed back like somewhere like, how can you use late for Allwell? So getting in there into that room, saw Rotimi standing, Boyega standing, and I saw.
Oh, you came
Yes.
in after Boyega?
Yes,
Oh, okay, yes. I thought you came earlier.
No. I think I saw Boyega inside that room.
Inside the room, okay. I
Then-
think I was already. I
then
saw you when you came in.
Yeah. Then I saw her Allwell on the stretcher on the
Lying
floor.
down on the stretcher.
And I didn't even know how to feel.
That was it.
I was just screaming. And at that point, I couldn't even cry anymore.
Okay.
I was just screaming like, no now, as in. Still a shock till this moment.
Okay. What's your sweetest memory of her?
Opo. If you know her well, you can't have 1-5. She's Allwell is live, and it's not that because she's popular now, that's when she started. No,
She has
Allwell has always been like that. Trust me. Anybody who have issues with Allwell has a problem. Because Allwell, only she but at the same time in her heart, she will be gisting the other person. Madalum. She that thing she's saying, that anger and all of that, could they be by? Fantastic human being. So we've had lots and lots and lots of experience. The most recent one, if I remember, I think we were on set, and my second son, who also acted in that film, they were playing and all of that, and then I was watching them from afar. Then she was saying, do you know me? Your daddy. Me and your daddy. We were like this. We were like this, like this. So I was seeing them, like, okay, as the director, I was watching them, but I was hearing what they were saying. I was just watching them and I was laughing. Like, oh, well, you just stop bringing back, your daddy used to critical, your daddy used to critical, And I just kept laughing. And what she was saying was not bringing back a lot of memories of Pangrove days and all of that. Then the days of the rhythm of the black man, like I mentioned, the rehearsal times, everybody comes to my brother's house and all of that. All of those started playing out. At that time, I didn't even know something like this was going to come up while she was talking about stuff like that. And that was quite memorable for me. And I couldn't even tell my son that auntie you were playing with. No. So it was like, who is the person? I've not shown him. I've not shown David till now the picture of who the person, because somehow they got bonded on that set, like as if one thing more than one thing. So I don't know.
So what's the plan with immortalizing her?
For me, that's the sweetest thing. It's definitely the sweetest thing because when Rotimi mentioned that, I screamed in myself, and I didn't know that I was screaming outside because, I mean, that's the most brilliant of all of this because all deserve to be immortalized. And I told the family, and that, yeah, that idea has come. I need to stay, and I will do everything and anything in my power to make sure that she's truly immortalized. Talking about doing stuff for people in her name, because really that's who Allwell is.
Yes.
Impacting people, making, sometimes when you see her relate with some crew members, you look like, you are the director now, you are the producer. Sometimes you are even the EP, and then if you are not careful, you come around, you don't even know, which is the same style I use. You don't even know that she's the director on sets. So she likes to impact. So whatever we keep Allwell's name in it, I think everybody should stick by it. Make sure it happens, and then the foundation, the plans to say, okay, the film school for people, technically acting and all of that. Then the aspect of producing a film in a name every year. Fantastic, brilliant idea. I would definitely give myself to it to make sure that she's pretty much remembered from time to time, and that name sticks. I mean, just yesterday after the burial, I was with Madam Jo Dumaki, with her yesterday, and then she began to tell me a few things about Allwell, and I'm like, from you, ma'am, this is a woman who's got, yesterday, the awards she's received worldwide is about 949, almost 1,000 awards, Madam Jo Dumaki. So when she said the things she said about Allwell, I was like, really? Because I never knew that Allwell did that too. So with someone like that, she would never want Allwell's name to be erased. So the same way we must all make sure that name, Allwell Ademola, remains. And I'm sure Yesterday will be very happy up there. It is well, like her name is.
Your last word to her.
Okay. Oh, well, if you're watching this, because sometimes we tend to believe that the spirit somewhere just still watching over those of us that are still here. I want you to know that despite the fact that we're not happy that you left, but personally, I am glad that you lived a life of donation, not just about duration. You impacted life. And you impacted life. For me, that's the most important thing. Regardless of what the situation, how we feel. Sometimes it's not about living 100 years. The life you lived was impactful. From the Pangrove days till a day before your death that you called, that you sent me a message. You're really impactful.
Yeah. May our soul continue to rest in peace.
Amen.
Good day, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Good. Please introduce yourself and tell us who you are to Allwell.
Okay. I am Adebayo. Adebayo.
Okay.
I'm about Allwell. Ademola is my first cousin.
Okay.
My big cousin, my big sister.
Oh, wow.
We grew up together. Stayed in the same house.
Wow.
For over 2 decades and a half. Wow. So she's not a distant cousin. She's not a distant family member.
She's
I, my elder sister, my immediate elder sister, and her, we grew together for over 2 decades.
Wow.
Like from when she was like 5.
Wow.
So that's what she is to me.
How was it like growing up together with Allwell?
Oh well,
Was she troublesome growing up?
super,
We all know.
super. I know now, no game saying.
I
Oh well,
know.
she's a handful.
We all
She's
know.
just not a tomboy. She's into everything.
I
She's
know.
so energetic. She's not a big, flabby person. She's energetic. She has strength. I'm glad you know one of these pictures that went viral. Now she carried Rotimi on her back.
Oh,
For a
that's
lady to carry a full grown man, you
man.
know she's strong, right?
Yeah.
So that's how growing up. She's
Was.
energetic.
Wow.
She's everywhere. Troublesome. Her mother is always chasing her up and down. That's her.
I know.
Outgoing personality. No, nothing like low self-esteem.
At
She'll
all.
give it to you, she'll give it to you back, right, growing up. So that's what they term as rudeness, but she was outspoken, she was bold, she jokes a lot, she laughs a lot,
A lot.
she's mischievous.
I do like that.
Yes, in a very good way.
Of course.
She was just, growing up, that's what I remember about her, of course.
And then she will find her way.
But she's
around
our
anything.
big sister, so even what we do, she takes the blame. We already had this this connection with her, deep connection.
Yeah.
Bui lala, right from
Yeah.
growing up, right from kids. Bui lala. I had dreadlocks then growing up, so
Okay.
my brother taking me Bui lala everywhere. So I didn't even miss having an elder brother or something like that.
I told someone that honestly I didn't feel like Allwell was big, because the way she carried herself, the way she's jumping up and down like a child, she wasn't that big to me. Do you understand? Okay, so what is your sweetest memory of her?
That's a loaded question right there.
No.
Because I've got so many lovely moments with her. So there's no particular one. It's
Mm.
always at my landmark events, my wedding in Abuja. Is it my children's naming dedication, my two kids? So I have lots of favorite memories with her. Her mother's 60th birthday, everything. We're always together. So I don't have any particular striking moment with her. I've shared lots of happy moments
Sweet
with her.
memories, yes.
Always someone that will come to my house and spend 2-3 days. Not that she will come and just say hi. That's how she rolls. And they should have said, oh, this is what I want to eat. I will have to make it standard. This is what I want to eat. Well, like, she trusts my wife to a point that she can make up. Because always someone that makes her food herself.
Okay.
She has funny taste for her food. Do you get? But so I've had lots of memories with her. I won't say there's this particular one that is striking, that stands out. Because enough memories, happy moments with her. Our first premiere, different things. The first time she did a movie like, oh, this is my star directing this movie. And, came to our house to do it, brought other stars, like other film stars, like, oh, wow. So I have memories of that I can't tell, like, oh, there's this one particular standout moment to that.
Okay. What is one attribute that she had that you just want to emulate?
She's bold.
Bold.
Yes, she
Her
is.
boldness.
She's bold. That's how she was able to, as big as she was. She was never intimidated. She jumped on the stage to perform before people. In the church, our church there growing up, she led the choir and drama. So, me, I'm so shy. Growing up, I used to be a very shy person. I can't face the crowd to talk or something, but her, no now. Stage performance.
Yes.
Like you see people, not even you're hiding behind cameras to act, and they will show it to people, like live performance. So right from church, the drama and she led it. They would do cultural dance, all this cultural dance. She would teach them the dance steps. She would talk to anybody. So maybe that's why they term rudeness. And then she would talk to anybody growing up. She will face you. She will talk to you in school, at home, in part anybody. She's that bold, not to confront you, but to say her mind.
She wasn't intimidated by anything.
I love that.
Or anyone. That's
it. So that's what something out there, because me, I'm diplomatic. I'm still a bit calm. Like, I don't want confrontations. I try to avoid it.
Avoid it. Same here.
So, but for her,
was it
nah.
I know. I know she was like that. Okay. If you were to say a word to her, if she can hear you now, what would you say to her?
it's too early for her to have left. No. I'll just tell her to just come back. No, she's, this, like my kids were supposed to have grown to an age that they will stay with her without having anybody to, like, oh, please go to Auntie Always space and stay for a while.
Yeah.
And it's not happening. So there's nothing for me to tell her, like, oh, well, you left too early. Like, we had plans. Like,
Yeah.
the point is that I'm always busy with, we had an appointment for this Christmas. But of course, something will come up. Oh, she has to attend this. She has a meet and greet. She has this. She has that. We had the plan for this Christmas. Please come and stay with us 2 days. Then go and meet mommy 2 days. She's the roving ambassador. Come and stay with us 2 days. Go to Lekki, myself, 2 days. Go to mommy Magodo. That's her. Come to Sparklight 2 days. That's how she rolls.
Yeah.
But she will be the one because we know we can't impose on her.
Yes.
Because she has other things, other commitments.
Yes. She was very
due to the line of work.
Sure. How did you hear the news when it happened? Because you were the first family member that came to the hospital to meet us. How did you hear it?
Yeah. That was December 27.
Yes.
I just hope December 27 will just give me good memories in the future. Yes. I'm not so good with dates, even time, but every night, when they wake me up now, I just remember December 27. At about 6:06. I just got to a party. I barely sat down at the wedding, a big wedding. I was still laughing like, this is a Lagos wedding. I saw them carrying a wagon, the pot and the bread, agege bread to serve in the party. I was just laughing. I did a video like, Lagos party. And I just got the call from Ambassador Saidi Balogun. The true caller brought out the name, but I was wondering, that's Uncle Said calling me. I've met him a couple of times. Well, he knows me. Why is he calling me? But of course, I picked. I didn't feel funny. I'm like, what's going on? Did he see me in this party? It's a big party. So like, I picked.
Maybe it was somewhere.
He asked me where I am. I told him, he just be like, where are you? Where are you? I'm in Laos. I'm at an event. And just told me, start coming now. They've rushed a sister to the hospital. And I asked him where. He said at Fagba. And he just mentioned he didn't catch us in the party. I excused myself. I went out. But even before I could get outside, Rotimi started calling me.
We had been trying your line before that time.
True caller too.
Brought Rotimi.
Rotimi. I'm like, they should be the same message. I picked. Boy, Alpha bro, what's going on? Where are you? I think I'm at an event. But Ambassador Said had called me now, so I'm prepared to go. He said, where are you exactly? I said, I'm in Laos. I'm here, Alausa. Hyde Park Event Center. I'm here. But I'm coming. He has called me. But the instant I dropped the call, messages just flooded my phone. Is this true? Is this true? IG, screen munchies and everything. Is this true? This should be a rumor. So I was confused. But I'm like, I'm going with this. I know media and rumors and half-truths. Yeah. I'm like, people have called me. People I know that are close to her have called me. People that are always that have access to her. Rotimi had called and said they rushed her to the hospital. Said maybe that's what someone saw. Or maybe that's the hospital. Maybe they rushed her with oxygen or something. So because those ones, they just told me that they rushed her to the hospital. Yeah. And that's what I reacted to. But I'm telling you, from where I am, from where I was rather, to the point to the hospital, was supposed to be like 35 minutes journey. But because there was a mix-up, the name of the hospital they gave me, it was 2. I saw one, Ancilla Eye Specialist, then I saw one Ancilla Hospital. So I was thinking logically, it cannot be the high clinic they rushed someone to. But maybe it's the normal hospital. So I just went there, and that one is at Ajumo. But that day, that was December 27th, there was a lot of parties.
Yes, there was traffic.
There was serious traffic. The road is bad to the axis. So I know I spent like an hour plus to get there from Alausa to
Ajumo
Ajumo, yes.
And then you had to come back.
But during that period of time, I just kept receiving calls, but I stopped picking because I was wondering that is this true? Why are so many people calling me? And at that point, Ambassador Saidi Balogun was still trying. Where are you? I'm like, ah. So at the point, even I snapped at Rotimi because I'm like, when I got to the hospital, I said, no, it no be this one. The gate man said no because I didn't see cars. I'm like, this place is too quiet. What's going on? There should be a patient here. That someone said, no be this one. It's the one. I was so mad. Like, people are urging me to come. I'm like, maybe they're telling me to come and donate blood or something. Or so I was rushing. I turned immediately from the one coming back to Fagba from Ajuan. The traffic was worse. And by the time I entered there and I saw people, it's nothing I never want to experience again.
Yeah, I know.
Trust me.
May our soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
The industry, especially the idea came from Rotimi to Mortalizer, and we're thinking about the foundation, how to go about it, giving people scholarship, sending people in the name of Allwell. Are the family okay with it?
Splendid idea. Splendid idea.
Okay.
They put it through me, but I was in the right frame of mind at that point. But of course, they mentioned it.
Yes.
Dr. Biola mentioned it. Rotimi mentioned it.
Ambassador
mentioned it.
Yes.
A Legacy Foundation, they've sent me messages about it. I was like, let's just calm down. But of course, it's a splendid idea because we feel so honored that even the whole industry, especially the Yoruba movie industry, that they honored us so much.
Yes.
And they're trying to do this in a memory. This is not for profit making. This is not for cloud chasing.
No.
I felt the love, I felt the support.
Yes.
So even when people came with funny ideas, I dismissed it because I'm like, okay, whatever. But at every point I gave credit to the Yoruba movie industry people because the support was so overwhelming. The love, they came in droves to sign the register at my place. The condolence register was set at my house.
Oh, yes.
They came in droves to sign it. They visited my mom in droves. And of course, the attendance of the tribute night and the wake-up service and service of songs was massive, the turnout.
It was.
The monies that was contributed in an hour, in a day, over 10 million, that I saw the over 10 million, like what?
Yes.
And now they took charge of all the program without stressing the entire family. Even though they said they wanted to take charge of everything. We insisted on, don't worry, we'll take care of the burial.
Yes.
We'll take care of the casket, the other thing, but every other thing, and they did exactly super. So this idea of Legacy Foundation for Allwell, of course, the family agrees 100%. Because this is a very noble effort.
Yes.
It's not for any selfish gain.
No.
And we're so proud of
working on the registration already. Hopefully before the end of the month we should be able to. But this is something that's beyond every other thing that has happened. This means everything to us. Mortalizing her, making sure that the legacy continues because of the name. Allwell is not somebody that we want to forget. No, it's a rude shock. We're all pained. It's even difficult for us to, say you want to move on. But unfortunately, life goes on. But that foundation, keeping our legacy, means a lot to every one of us, and I know that by God's grace that will be actualized. We're looking at the students graduating every 27th of December, so at least that would keep our memory on and on and on. By God's grace, we'll keep the public abreast of the development as it comes. Mr. Adebayo, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
This means so much to us. I want to personally, we said it yesterday, send you to the family members. You're one of the best families that I've seen in the whole world. The way you accepted us, took us like a family members. You didn't doubt us. Some people, they will feel like, why? There was no doubt from the beginning. You showed us so much love. You gave us everything that we did. If it was without your consent, we couldn't have done anything. And I just appreciate the fact that you saw the genuine love for her.
Sure.
And then the support was massive
Sure.
from mommy to all the siblings to cousins. Everyone
Sure.
just wanted us to be part of it. So I'm
Sure.
saying thank you on behalf of all of us, the entertainment industry at large, on behalf of Uncle Said, Rotimi, myself, everyone that took part of it. Thank you for the love.
Thank
You guys are amazing. You are the best. I tell you, I appreciate the coordination, the love, the support that we get. And I hope that we'll continue to get it, even on that foundation, because it's nothing that we can do alone.
Sure.
Some of us, like me, I told them, I said, see me, I am a very laid back person.
Trust me.
You understand? So
Very cool,
I'm
very
just
calm.
trying.
To
In
those
fact,
who-
I didn't know that I have such energy
Energy.
too. Do you understand? But I just feel like this is us. It feels like it's my
She brought
thing.
you took it up as everything right from the day. That's why
Do you understand?
I was so overwhelmed by like the love right from
the
that day.
beginning.
I got there to the hospital
Yes.
at that night, and I saw you guys. I was shocked to see you. I'm like, this gentle lady. I was so shocked to see you everywhere. When I got to the morgue before 8 the next to pick her,
Yes,
the remains,
we
I saw
were
you there
there.
already. I'm like,
Yes.
So like, and that's how Allwell portrays that people around her. And people around her are always family.
She showed us.
That's why she
love.
brings them to all. Like, I don't know who, anyone that works with Allwell and is close with her. Allwell must introduce that person to her mom, to her siblings. So
Yes.
ever since everybody.
Mom, the way mom will even talk
Sure,
to you, like
everybody.
because she has portrayed everyone as a
Yes,
family.
you know how many boyfriends she has in your industry. My mom,
Oh.
phone show, they this and that, everybody.
It's my boyfriend. This one is my boyfriend. The other one. So
Yes. That's how Allwell. So of course we knew these people. Of course we knew, we saw it, we felt it.
Yes.
Everything you were doing, you were showing. I like, come on. This can't just be for clout. This can't just be for media coverage.
No.
This can't be for. We have people putting ideas in our head.
We made sure that nobody took a picture in a vulnerable state.
Sure.
We were there,
Sure.
like we were looking
Sure.
at everybody, and then because the love was so much, nobody was really interested in that.
Yes.
I'm telling you, nobody that we were opening our eyes to see that. You saw that there was somebody
Standby.
She was sitting there all
All
through.
through.
We were going in and out because we didn't want that. Nobody did anything for the gram, for the media.
for the media.
We were not interested, and the family also took us like that. Agreed, whatever we say, we want to do this, we want to do that. The family were like, thank God, So I'm saying a very big thank you. Please say thank you to everyone on our behalf. By God's grace, our legacy will remain for good. We'll always remember her for good. Thank you for coming.
Just using this medium, this platform, because I'm sure it reaches a lot of people.
Yes.
To say thank you for the overwhelming support and love from everyone. From everyone. Like, of course, I know my sister, my cousin, I don't even call her my sister, my big sister.
Actually.
To be a celebrity in our own mode, in our own way. But it's someone I've lived normal, ordinary life with. But all the love that has been shown during this period has opened my eyes to another dimension that, she really meant a lot to a lot of people. And like, see them reciprocating, even though it's in a negative light of the event. But I see so many people showing her love, appreciation, so many people crying, everybody who's involved in the planning of her funeral, everybody. I remember even on that day, there was some last minute thing I was supposed to pay for. One lady got up, I said, no, I must pay for this thing. Like, there was something at the morgue. When we wanted to collect, a lady got up like, no, please don't do this. Let me do this. Let me just do this. I need to honor her. So we're so grateful for the love, for the support. I'm using this medium to say thank you, everyone. The Yoruba movie industry, you have a special place in my heart already for life.
Yes.
I don't even want to name individuals, but of course, some people are at the forefront. Uncle Saidi, Rotimi, Salami, Dr. Biola, Adebayo, super guys. I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
God bless you guys.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, you're always neighbor.
Yes, ma.
Because we won't like to reveal your identity, so I'll just go straight to one or two questions that I have to ask you.
All right. Ma.
What is the last thing you can recall with Allwell?
Okay, the last thing I can recall is, well, she was healthy. Looking at her physically, she was healthy, happy, and active as she used to be. Yes, just normal, nothing suspicious.
What kind of a neighbor was she to you?
She was a very good person. She had this childlike attitude. Yeah, I think if there is something I learned from her, it was humility. She didn't even used to look like a celebrity or something. We used to joke and play about everything. In fact, if she had survived this, would have joked about it and laughed so loudly about it. Yes, she was a very nice person. Personally, she used to give me things a lot. My first Crocs, she gave me. The second one, she just called me, "Hello, doctor, are you around? Oh, yeah, come out." Inside pack. She literally went to shop from the supermarket for me and gave me the Crocs. The second one too. So many things. She used to give me Maggie. Yeah, she was that nice and all. Yeah, so she was a good person. She was easygoing. She didn't like koala. Yeah, and she was hardworking. I know her to be a very hardworking person. Nice, jovial, and she used to mind her business as well. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't know she was asthmatic.
No, she never mentioned it. She never mentioned it. She mentioned every other ailment she had, but she never mentioned asthma to me.
Okay. What attributes of Allwell do you cherish the most?
The childlike attributes. Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's what I cherish the most, and that's the part of I also want to emulate. Because if you have it, you'll be happy at all times. She was always happy. I don't know whatever it was she was going through, but looking at her, she was always happy and jovial, and she was also humble. Yes,
Yeah.
the humility. Yeah, I cherish it.
Do you have an unforgettable memory of her? Something that you'll never forget?
Okay. Yes, the first time she gave me Crocs. She just called me in the night. I was about sleeping. "Hello, doctor, are you around?" And she was like, I should come out. And she gave me a pack from a supermarket. It was not my birthday. It was nothing. You get. She just knocked at my door and was like, "Take, I got it for you. Is it your size? Check it out. If it's not your size, I'll go and return it." I was like, "What is?" So like, I got to my room, I wore it, and I was jumping like a kid because I got a free gift. It was not my birthday. It was just from a thoughtful person. Yeah, that was yes. And the first time she opened this gate for me, when I got here, it was difficult opening this gate, so I was struggling. So I just saw that person. Who is there? With my voice. Like, so this is how you do it. She was not that taught me how to open the gate. I was like, I know you. She said, you know me. I see you on TV. Oh, wow. So I'm a neighbor, I'm a celebrity's neighbor. Oh, yeah.
One last word you would like to say to Allwell?
Yeah, I wish I spent more time with her. And I really wish that morning when my mind was going to her, like to check up on her, I wish I banged that door, because to me, I thought she would be sleeping, because that time, yes, she was always sleeping. I didn't want to disturb. So I wish I didn't postpone. I didn't postpone till evening. So it was when I got back in the evening. I even came back with a gift. I got a gift from work. I wanted to go and do shakara to her, you get. So that was when I learned she was rushed to the hospital. And the next thing I saw was a dead body in the hospital. So yes, I just want to say to her, if she can hear me, that she lived well. And sorry, she taught someone like us to be humble, no matter the height we have attained. Yes, I learned humility from you. Thank you. And I never regretted meeting you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, my name's Adekunle Olalekan Afford. My names are Adekunle Olalekan Afford. Allwell, Ademola, and Yobanke. I met her many years ago, so many years ago. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that she will be close to
like 18, if not 17, between 17 years ago, around that time. You know, I met her through Saidi Balogun, and what I know her for then is that she's a good actress and she's also a scriptwriter. So I used to employ her to write some scripts for me. I do the screenplay and give her to do the dialoguing, and she's very good at it, very good at it. So when I was shooting Inofa, because I shot Inofa for close to 7 years, and she's normally on my set Inofa, normally work with me Inofa. So we were very close. And the memory of Allwell Ademola that will linger forever in my mind is that for about 5 years now or more, we created a platform for the crew in general, for the welfare and the betterment of the technical crew, because we believe that crew life matters as well. So Allwell is a very strong hold in that committee. She's part of the committee, I am part of the committee, and she always wants the best for technical crew members. She always wants the best. In few months ago, we were able to settle some scores in between crew members that are having issues with artists, crew members that are having issues with each other. So Allwell Ademola came up with the idea that we should do the end of the year party for the technical crew last year, which we did December 14th. She was all out for that event. You can see what I'm putting on. This cap is for the crew event. She was all out. She got the hall for us. She got the DJ. She was the one serving. I told her, because I anchored the event, and I told her to give some remarks and encourage the crew. She was all out, encouraging them, telling them that we'll be doing a seminar soon, telling them that they should take care of their health. She's always after that. Everybody, please take care of your health. Check your health. Check this, check that. I will never forget that. Because she made sure we did that celebration, and few days after, like the 13th day, she passed on. This is something that I just keep remembering, even a day before her demise, because I told her to create an Instagram handle for the technical crew, and she did. She called it United Crew, and I told her she was posting some of the events picture on that platform, and I told her, oh well, a day to try and post some other things, and let's celebrate some technical crew members that are doing very well in their field. And she said, okay, let's wait till January and start doing some wonderful things amongst the crew. But unfortunately, she left us. So my farewell wish for Allwell Ademola is that she should rest in the bosom of the Lord. Whatever she wishes to happen to the technical crew, we'll do our best, and we'll make sure our name does not fade away. Because we have said that we'll always celebrate that crew day on the 14th of December, that we did it because we both agreed that we should continue doing it every year. We'll continue to do it, and we'll make sure we honor her every year. Allwell Ademola, rest in peace.
it's a wrap.
Hello, Ma. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Sorry about the loss.
Thank you.
God will comfort you.
Amen.
Please tell us about yourself and what you were to Allwell.
Allwell is Allwell. Like I do call her. To me, she's always here today.
Yes.
So,
what's your name first?
Eniton.
Okay.
Eniton Banjo.
Okay.
I'm a very close cousin. We are cousins anyway, but we are very, 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 very close. We are very, very close. So we've been together since when we were little. We went through a lot of things. A lot. When I said a lot, I mean a lot. But I thank God for her life. We've been together for so long, from little. And we are the grandchildren, 2 grandchildren that we lived with our grandma, both of us. So that makes us very closer. So there is nothing we don't share. There is nothing we don't do together. In fact, she's my twin sister. Yeah. Everybody knows, even my dad knows. Yeah.
We were told you guys are age mates.
Yes.
Like
yes,
just a month
difference.
A month,
yes. I collected a month, just a month from her.
For you, how was growing up for the 2 of you?
It was hectic though. No be wasao. Let me put it in Yoruba. No be wasao, but we thank God.
Yeah.
We survive. And I really thank God for her. Because all the suffering, it's worth it. I'm really, really happy for her. I'm happy for her.
How did you hear about demise? Who told you?
About the death, Abi? Actually, I was coming from Ikeja that day. So I have like one area sister like that, younger sister. She's married. She stays in Togo. She's the one that called me that, Anteni. I sent something to your WhatsApp. Actually, that girl posted something in the morning. She was dancing because she likes dancing. So I now commented that, hey, you, this girl, you never forget this your dance as you don't marry and all that. So because we talked once in a while like that. So that's very same day, towards evening, I was in the kitchen. She called me, Murphy, I don't think I can pick your call now. I'm in the kitchen. So she kept on calling. So I had to. I leave the kitchen. I said, Auntie, please go and check. I said, well, Murphy, checking share already landing because we've been coming, me and that girl, we've been coming from all the way from Abeokuta because we grew up in Abeokuta. I schooled in Abeokuta. So I said, please go and just go and check it and call me back. So when she sent it, I now said, Murphy, what is all this? I said, what is going on? Who sent this one to you? She said, it's one Uluaye. I don't know the Uluaye. He said he's a blogger as well, but I don't really know the person. But I think the Uluaye is just like an uncle to her. Even she said it was that Uluaye that posted it. And she has been calling him as well, and he did not pick. I said, please, go and confirm. I beg of you, go and confirm, please. So, with that time, I called Mommy Kemi, because she's the one that remained for us as our mother. I called her. So, she was even telling me about my youngest brother wedding. I said, please, I didn't call you because of that, please. When last did you hear from Allwell? She said, yesterday, that she even sent me some money yesterday. I said, Mommy, are you sure? She said, yes. She said, Kilo day. I said, let me call you back. I caught the phone. I called Murphy, because actually her name is Morufa, so we do call her Murphy. Murphy, how far? Said, Auntie, it is true. She started crying that the person have called her back, that it is true, that it was some people that they are with the cops. They took her phone. They started calling people. That was what she said.
But they didn't snap her pictures?
No.
Because we were there and we didn't allow it?
No, they did not.
Okay.
They sent the picture of when she was singing, and in the name of Jesus. Yes, I think that was the...
That was circulating, yes.
So
but
that was the picture.
They didn't get her picture at her vulnerable state.
No.
Because we were there and we didn't allow it.
No. So she said, Auntie, anytime it is true. I said, I now called mommy came. Mommy came and said that I should drop, that she wants to try her two numbers. So I think she tried those two numbers. It wasn't going. He said it was busy.
This was
Even at
around what
first, I didn't
time?
believe. Around 5:30, between 5:30 and 6,
We were at the
towards evening.
hospital.
Yes. Even I was even blaming myself that I should have, you know, dropped at Ansela because I passed through that
Oh,
place because
that
I was
place.
coming from Ikeja.
We were there.
So I now called her. She said she has called her number that her two phones was busy, busy, busy. It was then I now know that no, it's a big deal. So she said at first that I should not mind them all this social media thing. That
Yes,
is
that
what they
was
will be
what she
saying
said.
all about this and that. I should not. I said, Mommy, you said she sent money to you yesterday. This thing they sent to me, it was today, this evening.
You told her.
Yes, it was today, this evening. I said, so there is since then. So I was she said that she will keep on trying her number until the
She
number.
picked.
So I started calling her too. She's not picking again.
We had a phone at the hospital.
She's not picking. I mean, our mommy.
Okay,
I
okay,
started
okay.
calling mommy Kemi because she said I should just go and have patience, that she will be calling that number until somebody picks. So I wasn't at rest yet, so I started calling her to know how far she's not picking. That was when I know that.
Something has happened.
Yes. It was shocked. It was so actually it's a sad thing because Allwell is the last person that I was expecting.
What is the sweetest memory of her that you can remember?
It's a thing I cannot share. Each time both of us remember, she'll say, yeah, you know, but it's something I can't
Share
share. Yes.
publicly.
Yeah.
It's you guys were always naughty. You were
Yes.
sisters,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
friends.
Yes.
Do you have any regrets at all in all of this?
I do. A lot of regrets.
Yes.
A
What
lot because
what can you share?
we've seen each other for a very long time. So there is one day I think she changed her profile. So I was trying to look at the picture she posted. So my hand pressed the so I never knew even the call went through to her. So she called back.
Before that time, you guys have not been talking. You were
No.
just being petty as usual,
But we
right?
did not. For me, I did not have anything against her. I did
No,
not.
I understand
Because I
the
was expecting.
pettiness of sisters.
Do you understand?
But
So, and me, I've tried to come closer to. She kept on. I don't know.
okay, so that particular day,
So, she called me. She called me back. I wasn't even expecting her call. She said, "Yeah, Mori call money. Sorry. It was a mistake." Even when I caught the phone, this guilt is there. That why don't you talk? Somebody that you've not been talking since, and she called you back. Why don't you talk? Me too. I was just trying to prove stubborn that I did not expect what she's doing to me, because most of my friends, all of my friends know. Even when they ask me, are you seeing that? I say, money. Even when they are complaining, she's not supposed to behave like that. I say, if that's my response to everybody. So I never complain or started talking about that because I believe we are family. We will still settle. We will see each other. Maybe if my child wants to get married, I celebrated my 50th birthday this very year, and last year February. She was supposed to be here, but I just thought maybe if I called her, she won't She won't oblige. She won't come. I celebrated it here in a big way in this compound.
So you didn't tell her?
She's not even picking my call, Ne. She's not picking my call. So I am shocked when
she called back.
Before then, she don't normally pick calls. Before then.
And when she called back, you didn't talk to her?
So don't want to go me ni tell because me ò rí nǹkan náà. Me rí nǹkan náà that can just so. She knows me in and out. I know her in and out.
Ẹ wá ní argument kékeré, ẹ wá bára yín sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n tún wá pè yín padà. Wọ́n tún wá pè yín. Instead kẹ́kàn sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀. I'm asking this because I know that a lot of us are in that shoes. Things that we take for granted. We don't know who is going next. We don't know the last day that you'll be speaking with yourself. If I was told that a day before, I just sorrow me on the 26th. In fact, I think sorrow on the 27th because mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa pẹ́ kán tó jí. You know? So, you know, if I was told that that would be our last conversation, do you think I would let go? Do you understand? So I intentionally asked that question not to remind you of what happened, because I want people to learn from it. We're not supposed to keep malice with our loved ones. I know, I usually say it, oh well, could be very petty. Oh.
I missed out. I missed out a lot of. I missed out a lot of things. Like my bara, I mean, you know, I told that the man shaking you know. But I did not expect what she did to me either, because you know.
I'm just saying that. Okay, expect nǹkan tó ṣe fún yín. Téèyàn kan bá sọ fún yín pé wọ́n máa lọ nígbà tán lọ yẹn, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lẹ máa ṣe ná? Ṣé ẹ ní lọ dúró sẹ́nu ọ̀nà ẹ̀ kẹ́ máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ òun fúnra rẹ̀ pé irọ́ o máa bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ o ẹ ti understand? So that's why ìtàn yẹn máa ń sọ pé ká máa gbé bí ẹni tí ò ní dọ́là, because àti ẹ̀mọ̀yàn tó dọ́là àmọ̀yàn tí kò dọ́là. The person that you think that don't worry, I'll get back to that one. What if you get there and the person is no more there? What would you do? So I intentionally asked that. I wanted you to say, everybody in the family was saying that, oh, Bisi, Anyton is the closest. Anyton, Anyton, Bisi is the closest. No, don't worry. Go and talk to Bisi. Go and talk to Bisi. Meanwhile, the Bisi that is the closest, they have not spoken in a while, just because the two of them decided to be petty at the same time. Do you understand? I'm not saying this to remind you. I'm just saying this so that even me, myself, I can learn from it. That is the bottom line. But it is well. Wherever there is regret, God will turn it around. You know, just remember the sweet memories that you had, the things that only her could have done it for you. Every other thing that is good, just remember it. God will comfort you.
Amen.
If she can, okay, before I ask that, what is that one attribute or that one character that you admire so much about her? What is that one thing that you admire so much about her? For me, I would say, in fact, I don't know if I'll ever speak to anyone like that. Masokwe, Auntie Yetunde, lopolo. Mani, Auntie Yetunde, alainirunu ara Galatia. Otuku kan. Auntie Yetunde, there is one, as in, I don't think I can talk to anyone like that.
Actually, most of the Ebus, we learned it from our mom, our grandmom, because they have different kind of Ebus, and I'm still used to it up till date. So at times if I abuse it, say you know. So I could remember when we are staying with my grandma. Ilele la máa ń sùn, èmi àti ẹ̀, we used to sleep on the floor. So tílẹ̀ bá ti ṣú, a máa sọ̀rọ̀. A dẹ̀ like oúnjẹ, ẹ̀bà yìí ni.
Ẹ̀bà àti fùfú.
Ẹ̀bà yìí ni. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n, a dẹ̀ ń gbé mile 12, but my grandma stays in mile 12. So a bá ti rí owó kan, a lọ sí mile 12. A ra ọ̀gbọ̀lọ̀. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ilé ẹja pánlá yìí ló kú sí àti pọ̀nmọ́. Pánlá yẹn máa bá gbogbo ọ̀gbọ̀lọ̀ yẹn jẹ́. A máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jẹ. A máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jẹ. Ibi tá a bá ti ń jẹ báyìí, tá a bá ti ń jẹ. A ní mọ́mí bá, we call her grandma mọ́mí bá ẹ wá jẹun. A ní ṣe mo bá yín jẹ lánàá, tẹ́ ń jẹun bí wèrè. Mo bá yín jẹ lánàá. So bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá ti wá sùn, tàrà ń sọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń whisper. Grandma bá ní ẹ jọ ẹ jẹ́ kí n sùn o. Gbogbo ìṣekúṣe táwọn ọmọ fẹ́ni bájú báyọ̀ ṣe ní ojú mọ́mọ́. Ẹ máa discuss ẹ pẹ̀lú bí nínú ilé. Ẹ máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rẹ́rìn. Even there is one I remember, both of us ajá ìjà kan. In fact, ìjà yẹn lè wọ́n là wá tì nínú ilé, mo láti lọ yọ ọ̀bẹ. Wọ́n là wá tì nínú ilé. Ìgbà tí grandma mi dé, ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì náà fi ọ̀bẹ sábẹ́ pílò.
Kẹ má tún lọ tún yọ.
Ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì. In fact, we had, I don't know. It's just like everything is just coming.
So what is that one thing that you admire so much about her?
She likes rough play. She likes behaving like a child. And even for her, she always believe I am even funny more than her. So because I remember there was the day tí ó wá gbé mi fún location Abẹ́òkúta. So mo lọ block ẹni pen cinema. So mo ṣe wọlé báyìí mo ṣá post on ti yẹn. Wọ́n sọ fún pé sori pé it runs in the family. It runs in the family. Yẹn wá ń rẹ́rìn. Mo wá ní kí ló dé ní kí n má wọrí ohun tó sá àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan fún kí tó wọnú mọ́tò, you know. She is somebody that I can't forget in my life.
Hi, my name is Oyade Adebayo. I met Allwell in 2015 when she was shooting a movie in Ikorodu, and then she needed an actor on set, so she asked around, is there anyone you guys can suggest for me that lives within Ikorodu? And I lived in Ikorodu then. So, and I just concluded the shoot of my movie, Yeyogi. My editor was on set, so he showed her some clips, and she was like, I know, yeah, they call her for me. And I went on set. I got on set, and she greeted me like we've known each other before. And yeah, I know her, but it was my first time meeting her. I was super happy because, I mean, for someone like Allwell to treat you that way, you know, it meant a lot to me. And we became friends. We became friends gradually, we became sisters. She became my mother, you know. She became my go-to person, like, she was sweet. My sweetest memory of Allwell will be anytime she comes to my house without calling me before coming, and then she will be at my door praying, and I will be hearing in my room. She'll be praying to meet me at home. Olonjo, ma jente o. Ma come on, if me she yo, Jeko wan liu. Ma Jeko fi me she pe mi epo kinto wa Jeko wan liu. And she does that every time. Like she'll do it now, and then a week or two after she'll still do it again. She won't call me, she'll just come to my house. And funny thing is, if I'm not going to be at home, she will call, and I'll be like, she check me, and see me like me about to wa, and she'll be like, I want me to suffer me pay that's why I'm calling. So I always remember those moments, you know. I mean, probably maybe someone is just praying by my door, it will just remind me of yeah. Last word for Allwell. Oh wait, I don't know how much to charge you right now because trust me, you will be living in my heart. Rent free. You'll forever be in my heart. Yeah. You've left so many memories, you know. I mean, we are the ones that are supposed to be making videos of you, making videos of us together, and then so we can go back to them. But you are the one that is always making those videos. Like you knew you would be leaving us soon, so you kept recording those videos, making those videos, entering our pictures, just to have so many memories of you, and I am super grateful for that. Thank you so much. You'll forever live.
My name is Oluremi Akitila Samuel. A lot of people know me as Oluremi San, Senior Alaga of Nigeria. Okay, how did I meet Allwell and when? My first meeting with Allwell was in the year, I think it was 1999 was the first time I saw her. And then again, we met again in 2001, yes. 2001, through one of my drama troupe then. And officially, we now met again through Pastor Femi Mebokwe, Pastor Ayo and Femi Mebokwe at Trem Shomolu. And since that 2001, 2002, we became very close till our passing. That was how I met her. Sweet things about her, sweet memories. There are lots of sweet memories about her. I mean, if you can, I mean, you know that our age difference, you know, we have age difference, but she took me like a sister, like a younger sister. I remember then when I come back from school, sometimes I'm always in a place in Shomolu then, before she moved to, you know, maybe Korodu then, later Fagba. It was in Shomolu, we used to be very close. Before I went for service. Even after I had my service here, when I came back, she would still look for me. Remy, what I did now? And I remember she's the only one that calls me my full name. Sometimes when I'm angry, she would just call my name and say, "So me olebewi," you know, and that would just like calm me down. And I remember a lot of things about her. She's the one that would always say, "Ma bunu jo, so me ole so koti mo fe so." I have to say it, you know, she's a no-nonsense person. When she's angry, you will know. And when she's happy, you will know. Always fighting over a lot of things. I always likes ice cream. I mean, I don't like ice cream. And she would say she wants to buy ice cream. I said, no, rather use that money to buy food, you know. She's a very pleasant person. And I remember then, myself and Lydia, we used to work together. And when they had issues, she would tell me, and she would tell me, I was like, somebody that you guys fought yesterday, say, I will eat it like that. And she's that kind of person. Once she has poured out her mind, that's the end. She won't go back and say that. She will say, hey. And even if you don't greet her, she will say, oh, Kimi. I'll say, Moti Kimi Laro. It's, oh, Kimi. I remember our late night movies. We watch movies together. You know, we eat together. We cook. We'll go around Chomolu there, say this little money that we have. Oh yeah, as we're walking around, what are we going to use the money to do? You know, ilala sepo, rice, different things that we cook together. As in, if I remember the memory, sometimes I get teary. I can't believe that, you know, we're talking about her in past. But one of the things that one of my consolation is that she's in a better place. And one of the things I want to say is that, you know, the Holy Spirit comforted me. I remember that morning when I saw her body. You know, the same way she would sleep, and I would say, oh yeah, well, wake up, we're going out. She would say, you teach. And then she would turn her back. You know, I was just waiting, like, turn, talk to me, the way we used to, you know. And I noticed that, you know, she was preparing transitioning. Because I remember she showed up for my 40th birthday, and she was the last person I was expecting. We talk on phone, and I know that she's a very busy person. I'm a very busy person. So when she showed up, I was like, what? I remember that morning too. Sometimes 2 years ago, she called me, and then she said, I'm going for Lady's wedding. I was like, Lady's wedding? She said, yes. I said, say, are you whining me? And guess what? She went for Lady's wedding. You know, she was already preparing herself, and I think she had closure with everybody that, maybe at some points they weren't in good terms, you know. And I really want to say that she was an angel. She was an angel, while she was here, she was an angel. I still look at her chat and I'm like, oh well, reply me. As in reply me. Sometimes the flash of the last time I saw her will always come. I love her so much. And her legacy lives on. Her legacy lives on. And I so much miss her. I miss her well a lot. Say last word to her. Okay. I know that you are in a better place. And I know that you are resting in the bosom of your maker. I know that, the one you love. I will always remember that your song. Baba Iwola o ma sing. Baba Iwola o ma bo. Ìwọ tó fẹ́ wàhálà ó mà sí títí. Mímọ́ ògo ọlá rẹ. Each time I see your picture everywhere on the internet, I just remember that song. Those mornings when you would just burst into that song. Baba Iwola o ma sing. I miss you, sis. I miss you a whole lot. I miss you.
Thank you for staying tuned. In case you're just watching, you're watching Talk to Be. And like I said earlier, that this episode is strictly dedicated to Princess Allwell Ademola. I have my guest in the studio with me who happens to be my senior colleagues, my brothers, my friends. We are all here and we'll be discussing her life, the impact she made during her lifetime, and what next. So I'm going to be starting from, let me introduce my boss, Mr. Uncle Said. I don't know which one you are. Before I now say Mr. Said Balogun, you now say I am Ashiwaju Balogun. What can I use? Like I said earlier, we'll try not to get too emotional with this episode. We're just trying to keep up, but this we have to do. We have to let you guys know how far we've come and where we're going to. Oh, so let me allow you introduce yourself by yourself, especially because I don't want wahala.
Okay. I am Ambassador Honorable Said Balogun.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay, Ambassador Honorable Said Balogun, please introduce yourself.
Rotimi, Salami.
All right, you're welcome. Uncle Said, you happen to be always boss. May our soul continue to rest in peace. When can you recall that she started her career, and how was it with her?
All I could recall, the sister brought her to me, Kemi. I was sitting with Timothy Matthew and Nito. We were at LTV then. The sister was a banker then.
Okay.
The GTB bank opposite my office. So that's where we knew each other. So she said she has been doing it. I said, okay, what do you want? She said, teach me everything. Are you ready to learn? She said, yes. Okay, we got started. But in the process, I now realize you teach her one, she already knows 8. Teach her one, she knows 9. Gradually, fantastic, fast learner. At the point when I talk, she will come and was like, Ebon, no. So that's how it was then. So, and that's it about her. She learned very fast, and a lot of good times I don't want to talk about. I don't know where to start from. At a point, Allwell became the CEO of Said Balogun Production.
Wow.
Yes, because the way I run things, I do things, she will say, no, this is the way we're doing it. And her way is one of always the best. So if she's not there, I feel empty. Then, if she's not there, I feel empty. I will soon get into it the way a lot.
how did you get to know Allwell was multi-talented? She wrote scripts, she sang, she directed, she produced, she acted. She was almost in, she was everywhere.
Yeah.
At what stage did you dictate all of this with her?
When she introduced herself, she told me the kind of talent she had. And I believed in it. So when she said she can sing, and I told her I did album, and she was laughing. So I asked her to sing. So she did. Timothy was laughing. And when I called Timothy aside, I said, why are you laughing? I said, she's doing well. Timothy said, I know. You ask a better singer to audition. How do I say? That's why I'm laughing at. Okay, will you cut this thing short? So, and that was that. So, and she said she can write scripts. She wants to know how to write. I said, I taught her one or two things about script writing. So, we started first with Etiqueta. Yeah.
What year was Etiqueta?
I couldn't remember now. I think 2008 or something. I couldn't remember now. So, we started with Etiqueta. So, she wrote it. You know, I said she's a fast learner. Before Etiqueta, no, we've done like Salami, Ayemi, and Co, some small play. So when she wrote Etiqueta, I said she becomes the CEO. So we had a meeting, Sukomi, Bolanli, all of us. So then I said, Owen now said, this is it. Sir, what's the cast? We have about 100, lead role, like 30 people who are going to talk. And they only gave me 6 people. I said, how? They said, sir, you have the right to cast one lead role, including yourself, and leave others to. Timothy picked 3, Sukomi picked 2. She picked like 10. Again, Eniola Olaniyan, my friend. Eniola, Timothy, Allwell becomes whoever I bring as a cast. They will look into it and approve it. And Allwell is the old one. If they don't have all those things you saw in the Etiqueta, yeah, she's the old one. When I told her about Kitensho, she said, can she speak Yoruba? We went to Kitensho together, and Kitensho was lively. She was doing Maggie, or is it not? Then advert for the yeah. We went to the studio, and she said, approved. I said, oh wait. She said, approved. I don't want to mention 2 names again in the English industry. She said no. So we took her. Somebody will never forget Allwell, Funke Adesina. So Grace Ama was in London, was supposed to play a role. So we needed somebody to stay in the place. So she was waiting for Grace Ama. Allwell. When we got to London, she didn't say a word. Waiting for Grace Ama. So when I now brought in Funke Adesina, she said, who is this? Hello, ma. You are not on this set. Yeah, they had to change the scene. It took Funke patience and time to convince Allwell. So when she got on set, she was thinking, I'm going to be the Lord to say, sit down. When she turned back, when Funke turned back to say, why? Me and Timothy ran away. Yeah, because she's there. She was the Alpha and Omega then. So she now asked me in the night, and I said, Funke, do you want to be in this film? Said yes. I now showed her the wall. I said, look, you see my writing here in this cast. You are not part of my cast too. She's always said, help me get one English artist converted to Yoruba. And I penciled and Grace Ama, but she was in London. And I said, now, for you to be on this set, go back to her. If she approves it, she now said, what you say? No. I said, we are in a lorry to bring artists from Lagos. She won't. And she now told Funke, in Said Balogun production, we have a structure. Who is Said? We are the Said. He is the Balogun. So we are Said Balogun. And that's how Funke Adesina got into the picture. After editing again, himself and Eniola, job 2 for all the actors, you have to start worshiping them. And always say, tell all these your actors to stop worshiping me. I will cut off the bad lines, leave the good ones. I'm not going to play partial. And that's the way it was. So when the film came out, everybody keeps shouting Said Balogun. She will just laugh. And she will say, Egbon, nobody knows you are allowed. So Komi was not supposed to play that role. One actor did not show up, was busy, and called me. And I gave it to Allwell, the phone. And Allwell said, okay, let's try
Sukomi. And always say, Sukomi, mi ò rí ẹ ńbẹ̀ o, but convince me. Throughout the production in London, Sukomi was not playing or talking to anybody. He was damn serious on set. Because there was an agreement that if you do 5 scenes I'm not satisfied, we will cancel it. And yeah, as for me, I don't have an issue. Allwell and Eniola Olaniyan will do the cancelling. Timothy will always say, I'm a journalist. I will finally write. Let them handle it. A lot I don't want to go into. A lot. That's why my children miss her most. She's the one who is always by Jamal to say you can do it like this. That's all I could say for now.
Thank you so much, Uncle Sai. Rotimi, you want to tell us how you got to meet Allwell for the first time and where, when?
I met Allwell on an English series set.
Okay.
Unai police station. I think it was owned by a production outfit called 7 Series back then.
Okay.
I was a D player on the set, and I think she was a major. She was one of the police officers on that particular set. Now, I'd seen her before, but of course, she's a celebrity, so I mean, we didn't probably have a conversation. But for the first time, limited cast, we were all on set, and we got talking. I can't even remember what said hi first. The only thing I remembered was that, okay, she was very playful. She'll play beats. The next time she's all by herself. And I was mostly all by myself. So she just asked me randomly and said, would you like to feature in Yoruba films? I was like, I don't know. But my mom loves Yoruba movies, but well, I don't know. She just said, okay. She didn't push it. She just said, I think you'll do well. Oh. I said, okay, I've heard you. I mean, you know that kind of, I've heard you, no problem. Just go. Don't ask me about it again. Fast forward, AMVCA. I won Best Supporting Actor back then, and I was, expecting more jobs from English. So one of my uncle, Boyega, Sound Image, he used to be a marketer. Okay. He just said, boy, wouldn't you like to produce a Yoruba film? I was like, I don't know. He said, okay, what if I give you money to produce a Yoruba film? And I said, okay, before that, I produced a movie back then that was in the cinemas, Omoye. And he said, that was in 2017. And he said, how much did you spend on the production? So I mentioned millions, actually. And I now asked him that, okay, how much do you want to give to me to produce this film? He mentioned the money. I was like, what have you got there? You know, like, how is this possible? He now said, don't stress yourself. Is there any director of preference that you have in the Yoruba industry? Good enough, I just met Allwell.
Oh, well.
And I said, I really don't know of any director, but I know of one person, Allwell. And I said, you know what? This money that I'll give to you, give it to Allwell. She knows what to do with it. And like, I don't know what they want to do with this money. This money is really nothing. So I called Allwell, and Allwell was like, okay, no problem. I think before then, she called me for one cinema job in Abeokuta that I did myself, Nino Lowo and one other person. So we did that past. So I was not even expecting anything more to come from it. So she said, okay, this amount. Immediately I mentioned the amount, she was like, because I was curious. I was asking, oh, well, do you think this money is going to be enough? She said, don't worry, we'll find a way around it. Because of where I was coming from, I love accountability. So I felt, okay, someone gave me money. You should be able to give me a breakdown of how you want to spend this money. So I told her, I said, oh, well, please give me a breakdown of this money. She was like, really? Give you a breakdown? I'm sorry, I can't. I was like, I was like, okay. Now, she was trying to cast. I mentioned some names, I had this friend who converted from English to also Yoruba. I mentioned him, she mentioned a particular lady. I was like, I don't want this person, Jare. He was like, what do you know? You don't want this person. I said, I don't want this person, that I prefer this other person. Say, okay, that person is not available. Because Allwell will always give you what you want.
Yes.
Most of the time, she will give you, she wants to satisfy you. That person was not available, and she said, okay, let's bring in this person. And the person came. We shot the job. Now, before shooting the job, something happened, and by herself, she now sent a breakdown. You know, randomly, I think she was trying to, you know, explain something to me. She now sent a breakdown of how the money was being spent. I saw it and I was like, eh? Now, so I will never interfere in anything that has to do with Yoruba production again. And that was it for me. I started respecting her decision from that very moment. Now, I didn't even think I was going to be so deep in the Yoruba movies. Something that happened one day. She called me. She said, Rotimi, are you available for so time? I said, I'm traveling to London. I can't remember if that was I think that was my first London. She said, this person you're going to, we're planning a shoot to, and Runke Odusoya needs you on set. And I said, okay. So I gave her a date. She said, no, she asked for the date. I didn't give her the date. She asked for the date. I said, okay, that date should be available. She now said, okay, before we talk about date, how much are you going to? No, I asked. I said, so how much are they paying? She said, Rotimi, Yoruba industry, they don't really pay like that. But don't, I mean, I now said, I'm a family man, no. She said, okay, how much do you want to collect? I mentioned, she said, Okay, you know what, Rotimi? She didn't make me feel like I do not deserve to ask that kind of money. She just said, you know what? I don't think they can pay this amount, though. Okay, will you take this? I said, no. I wasn't going to take it. She said, okay, I'll get back to you. Now she got back to me, the dates they agreed on, or they finally agreed on. I think they had to rearrange the job. She wanted to shoot 3 movies then.
Okay.
Was using Okodu for 1, Femi Adebayo 2 for lead. Then she needed a new face for 1. So back there, Roger was like, Rotimi, I mean, who is this Rotimi that wants to collect money and all that, you know? So I was like, and you know, all would always brag.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I win AVC money. And she was like, and so can he act? I just need an actor that can act. I need an actor that can act. So, fast forward, they rearranged their shoots and they said, okay, because I'm traveling so day, the day I'll be returning, the next day they have to resume shoot. Am I sure I'm going to be available? And I said, I will, because I love my job. So yes, I want to be available. And I now said if they can wait for me, because I realized that they were fighting for, they were trying to squeeze out the time frame and all that, you know. I said if they can wait for me, I will adjust the money. She said, just make sure you do not disappoint. I said, okay. Fast forward, I came back. In fact, I got to set before every other person that day. And they were like, why is this guy rushing? Like, I mean, why are you so much in a rush? Why did you have to get to set this early? You know. Fast forward, I did that job, Pandora's Box. That was my, should I say, the first major job I played a lead for. I mean, just someone that do not know me from inception. Let me put it that way. And Ibiayo was the one that Uncle Boyga gave me money to produce. For whatever reason, both movies were dropped almost the same time. And that was the beginning of Rotimi Salami. Now, it was later I heard how Allwell made it happen. It was almost not going to happen because it wasn't as if I had a name, you know, for them to be waiting for me. So she found a way to, you know, manage things, speak to her over there, like, don't worry, this guy's going to do it. When I was shooting my first scene, the entire set was filled with a lot of people. I didn't know why people were there. And it was an emotional scene. So immediately after that scene, the sitting room was empty. The next one, we didn't have a lot of people there. So it was more like, Enitomuwai, we want to see truly if he is good. Somehow, I did not disappoint. They all went back and said like, oh, okay, You know, I think we're going back to, we're like, thank you for this person. And for whatever reason, I think that particular job, there was grace on it. You know, and people discovered Rotimi from there. And Allwell would always tell anybody that cares to listen, use Rotimi. I don't know if I should say I was her. Unfortunately, I was her best actor. Even me, I did not even think that I was that much of a good actor. But she said, Rotimi, you're good. No, so she made me believed in myself more than I ever did. Yeah.
Thank you, Rotimi. Uncle Said, what's your sweetest memory of Allwell that you don't think you'll ever forget?
Yeah, plenty. Plenty. There are many. I don't know where to pick. They wrote to me here. When she said, that boy, I said, who is that Rotimi? He said, okay. I said, I've seen him. The way he greeted me, I like it so much. English is shiny. So when I got on set, I watched him 1 or 2 times. He's here. I told him, I said, Rotimi, if he has forgotten, I'll remind him. I said, Rotimi, we'll talk. After 3 scenes, 3 movies that I met on Allwell set, I said, Allwell, Omolomoy. And I called Rotimi. I said, go and tell her to stop shooting all this low budget. He said, why? I said, I see you like an international future actor, an international standard. And you're a fantastic director. Rotimi laughed. I said, face acting. But I know what I want. I said, I know. So, seeing Rotimi was one of my happy points. You know, when you have them, you have Yinka, you have about people. I don't want to mention them on air. There are some people today, they are in the cinema showing presently. Came to me first, nurtured them first before Allwell. Nothing much to say about them. One of them, like Allwell will always should be most grateful to Alariwo, because the scene I was shooting, Alariwo, the parents don't want her to act, used her. So I always make that point of respect. So when they were doing Rotimi thing, Owen now said, "But if you pastor or mokoni, to the star nisi to be any kemalu, if you at Rotimi, a year so we can use low budget more." Did you two started from the biggest of the biggest? Say, let the world see what he has. If we are waiting for big budget, nobody will accept the guy. So those are the memories. And each time he's with Rotimi, they are talking, they are doing. I'll say, she could swear, and he will say, Shakti eti swim and oti loto and swejekin loto. Things like that. Again, when I went to South Africa, I always have this. We have, me and Allwell wrote one thing. I call it 12 cardinal points. I want to shoot 12 things that is quite different from the normal things we're shooting. 12. I've just gotten to 4. So 12. So I now said, I'm going to South Africa. Said to do, I said to shoot. The only all Caucasian female will be the only blah, blah, blah. So Allwell was writing the script. I wrote my own. Showed her. She was writing. And I flew to South Africa. So they got me an artist on phone, the agent in South Africa. So they said, can you explain? The agent said I should explain. So Allwell took the phone, explained. So when I got to South Africa, the guy read that and said, are you sure this is what you explained to me on phone? I said, yes, that was a mistake. I picked a phone, I called Allwell, Mutite. I said, he said, I said, okay, send it via Facebook. Do you know, when I was shooting you or I, both in, because we left South Africa for Spain and US, we called Allwell every day. She will send the script before meeting Kayode Oyibo. Everything there was done by Allwell via phone. Or not until we go back to Nigeria, we now got the original script, shoot the Nigerian beat. Everything. At a point in America, Kayode Oyibo does not talk to anybody. Allwell. Call me that Allwell. The girl in Spain, when she came to Nigeria, when she saw Allwell, she said, is this the voice that sings and talks to me on phone? But she's a little bit. I said, don't worry. If it is Oyinbo now, you'll be angry. That's how Allwell. She made the UOI thing happen. She made it happen. And a lot like that. A lot. Experience I can never forget.
My late daughter Zainat said she wants to act and direct. You will see Allwell telling Zainat, "Yeah, come. We want to shoot scene 4. Let's do it together." That's one. So after doing this, and when I'm directing then, and one director comes on, Allwell will always bring an idea. I was watching her. So one day I sat her and I said, "Allwell, can you direct?" He said, "Me la fe ṣe gan-an. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ti ní band, mo ti lélẹ̀." I said, "Allwell, you can direct." She said, "Okay, ẹ̀gbọ́n, ó ti lọ, ó ti lọ." She will say, "I will direct this film." She will produce one film. They are spending 5 days. She will say, "Ẹ̀gbọ́n, máa já o." I will say, "Don't fight, I will be there day 1. I will leave there day 5. After leaving the set, I will realize out of 10 scenes, I'm the one that control 9. Ha! What's going on? I now called Funsho Adeolu and Muiwa Ademola. Allwell is shooting next film. I'm in Ibadan. I have only 4 scenes, and she's the director. I am not going to show up. I said, "Then do me a favor. I'm calling the two of you because you guys are director. If you don't want me to fight you, don't bring any idea at all. And if she says contribute, tell her Said said he's coming, or do and do it." I said, "Create fighter." Muiwa almost let it out, but Funsho held his own part, Adeolu. So she directed that film. After doing the directing, putting the film together, she didn't greet. When she saw me more than 5 times, I would greet her, she would be behaving somehow. She just came, the day the film came out, she came to my office with food, Coke. I said, "What is this for?" He said, "I'm not angry again." I said, "Say the truth." He said, "I didn't believe I do this job." I said, "Allwell, when you work with me, if I tell you have something, because I've argued with you, I can see what you can see." So that's how basically she becomes a director. And if you ask many people, Rotimi can testify, anytime I step on set, Allwell will not direct one scene anymore.
I know that.
He won't. When I say, "Well, I ain't loga now." "Oh yeah, my shilo." And I ask her, "Allwell, why are you doing this?" She said, "Egmon, you are no more acting or directing more. Use my theme." You can see that kind of thinking to always keep you there. Memories a lot. Like when I was talking about Funke Adesina, Funke had to kneel down to beg her. And she said it, and I asked her, I said, "Oh well, why did you let this girl play this role?" And I was afraid. I've called for one English artist from Lagos. She said, that was why I asked her to direct. She said, "Bother, Omo yen o need that rojo. She's good." Yeah. When ko need that rojo ko to act, she is good. So, Emma Gberu Ewa mo. A lot. I wanted to do Alame Ayemi. Obasha. She was against it a little bit, but then had 50 stars. Why I said she can direct, I now said, "Allwell, we are going to have 41 stars. How will they act? People will not feel we're using them as stars." She said, "Don't worry, Egbon." She came with a script of just 4 pages of 19 people saying chronic things, and you won't know these are 19 different souls. Said, "Fantastic." And I made it done. If I want to start mentioning, when she told me she can sing, at the point I said, "Allwell." She was singing in church. I said, "Allwell, do you have a band?" I said, "Let's create a band." She said, "Okay." I said, "I'll be singing Fuji." I had a guy there. Allwell accepted. After first rehearsal, Allwell did not talk. She was laughing. We didn't take it serious. After a month, she called me that one man wants to do party. He's a very good man. He wants me to be there, not as MC. I got there not knowing Allwell just wants me to see her band and her singing. After doing all that, I said, "Allwell, báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ papọ̀ mọ́ acting?" She said, "Egbon, you are a businessman, actor, politician. Kí ló yẹ tí kan ò dí kan lọ́wọ́?" I said, "I'm no more acting." He said, "I know you very well. You are just taking a research." Say, "You've told me young guys are coming, you want them to breathe." And a lot. I had issue when I was doing online. She has to come to my rescue. She has to come to my rescue. May her soul rest in peace. We were writing a story of 2 We've done the one cast that we're going to watch 1 hour 45 minutes of no word, and you will not stand up. I will write 1 to 10, or will cancel it. I will write to 7. She'll say, okay, approve this. You can imagine somebody I nurtured teaching me. She has it. She has it. She's encompassing. And now I am going to produce that film. That's why somebody sitting beside me said one thing. He wants to create. He just, after her death, Rotimi, he walked up to me and said, what? He said, sir, can we create a foundation and a legacy? I said, Rotimi, fine. After that night, I cried. I remember when I told Rotimi, you have something. Let it play out. Don't always keep it to yourself. I pray we work on the foundation. That our legacy. And a foundation of she can sing, she can direct, she's multi-talented. So if you want to be member of that teaching, Rotimi has all the ideas, though I don't have it.
We're coming to that.
He has it. If you want to be a member, you must have that, so that wherever Allwell is, she will be happy. And when I am the president of the Golden Movie Ambassador, she was our assistant national secretary first. When the Tampan were coming, the NTP, she now told me, Egmont, Shebi, you always scream about that. You want us to be one. Are we enemies? I said, no. He said, are we friends? I said, yes. He said, we are all chasing one goal. He said, Egmont, overlook, let me go. And when she died, you can see everybody. It's a lesson for the whole world. You can see the whole theater, the whole Yoruba industry standing up. Not because I was a boss. No. It is only you that can make you what you want you to become.
That's right.
A push is from somebody. Who you are is from you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir. I want us to talk about how we plan to mortalize her. But before then, Rotimi, tell us your sweetest memory of Allwell. Of course, I know there are many from all of us. I just want people out there to know how sweet she was, really.
Damn. Like you rightly said, we had countless sweet memories.
Yes.
Countless. We had our happy moments. We had our sad moments together.
And the moments that you fight.
We had moments that we fought. You know, that kind of fight where she'll be in my house and midnight, she says she wants to drive out. I'll go to the door and block the door, take the key. That you're not leaving. You want to leave, no problem.
You leave in the morning.
But you leave in the morning.
Not this midnight.
And in that process, we both beg ourselves, cry. My wife will stand in a corner and be looking at the both of us, sometimes cry for us.
And cry with you.
Yeah, cry with us. You know? And it is, if you check it, for every time we get to fight, we are fighting for each other's love. Because we're concerned about one another. Uncle said something earlier that he felt I had something. Yes, I remember when he said that to me, actually. Though I had forgotten, but when he said it, I remembered that he said so. And if there's anyone who is more contented than Allwell, show me that person. And I will worship that person till I die. Someone that is more contented than Allwell. I used to think and believe that I was raised with contentment. If you remember the last time I was on this show, I said it, that if there's anything I know I have in this life, is contentment. But my contentment, they learn for where Allwell contentment they. Yes. Just like Uncle said, I've pushed her to do very big things in the industry. I'd wanted to even fly myself. Even if I was going to fall while flying, I don't care. But I know that I cannot fly without flying with her. We have to fly together. Because Allwell would rather see me win. And she sits behind. She would rather see me being celebrated. There was a day when when I started making money from the industry. I don't know if you're aware of this. Amongst our peers, when I started doing the Yoruba films was when I started requesting for per day money. I started the per day thinking, and a lot of people started joining, which I didn't have a problem with. When I told her I was going to start per day, she did not discourage me. She didn't say, Rotimi, are you sure this thing is going to work? Are you sure it's not? She just said, is that the best thing you can do? Because I said, how do I survive with family? I do not do any other thing apart from this job. How do I take care of my family? I need to start. She did not discourage me. She encouraged me. And when people come to her and say, we want to do a certain job, she will not negotiate for me. She allows me to negotiate by myself. Now, I started making money. And I went for my niece's Quranic graduation. I love to give. I'm sure you know that. I love to give. So I started giving. People started coming to me for money and all that. I didn't know what was happening. I never knew what was happening. It was my wife that told me later that said, Rotimi, do you know what happened? I said, what happened? Said, you needed to see how happy and excited Allwell was. Allwell was not saying, Baburu Machine, no. You can tell the genuine happiness that came from that line. I'm so happy to see my brother doing this. She started calling me my brother from our very early days of meeting. I never understood. But I thank God that all the sweet memories we shared together will never leave my head. Yes. Now, talking about moments, sweet moments. There are lots of sweet moments, actually. She will naturally come to like, Egbo, where are you? You're walking. Okay. No problem, I'm coming. I thought about this. What this woman coming to do again now? She don't allow these girls come close to me now. And by the time she gets there, she's probably, bought me something to eat. Like, are you okay? She Allwell made me very relaxed with my family in the sense that she reminds me of checking up on my own family. She'd be like, Oga Workaholic, have you called your wife? Have you checked up on them? When last did you speak to your mom? Naturally, mo baje. I remember you said in the last show that I'm a very scattered person. I know that. But God placed people like my wife Allwell in my life for a reason. The coordination I have today, the respect I earn is as a result of these people in my life. They were dragging me one time because I wore a particular clothes. It didn't get to me when they were dragging me. But because it got to Allwell and it got to my wife, that was when it got to me. Allwell will naturally fast. And I will not know. She observed fasting for me. And I don't know. I said something on the podium during a service of song that they said witchcraft day Yoruba industry. They told me her. But you know what? Because I'm a very careful person, I said, oh God, we should not do me anything. But I still did not know. But there's this thing about Allwell. That thing must have passed. She will not ask questions. Naturally ask questions that, was there a time you noticed this? I'm like, yeah. I'll be like, so how did you know? So just smile. So, okay. Now we prayed about it, Sha. Just be careful. Rotimi, I know you like Yash, but be careful. And for that reason, every woman I meet, I tell her about the woman. You know, like, oh, I met this person, and it makes sense. Die. See, at some point, I have to just stylishly put my hand on that bomb. She'll be like, you, just be careful. She's so blessed spiritually that even when I meet you and you have bad intentions towards me, she would naturally say, be careful with this person. I'll be like, kiletunri, yeah, stuff me kileri. She'll just be like, be careful. Guess what? For every be careful, I will eventually see that I needed to be extra careful, safe. There are some times I want to go to certain places and I see a call. Egbon, Ibolewa. Ibolewa. I'm on my way to Ibolonlo. I'm going to... Don't go. The thing is, while the call was coming in, I was already telling myself that, she wants to tell me not to go to this place. Oh. But the other man would be like, most of the time, I mean, she's always right. So just pick and hear what she wants to say this time. I pick and be like, Motimo. You know, and before you got to that, we've had in the past that I would do what comes to my mind. And she'll be like, I thought I warned you not to do this thing. I'll be like, but then you know, party with mommy. You didn't say it's serious now. Yeah, if you were serious, I would have. So she changed it truly. She upgraded. And she'll be like, don't go. And she has rescued me a lot of times. A lot of times. You know, there are certain mistakes I could have probably made, and she would call me to order. You know, I used to think that adjust if I'm on. You know, once she realized that this person is going to hurt you or this artist is going to hurt you, she brings it up straight. She comes out. She doesn't pretend. You know, and I'm so grateful that she never tried to pretend. Because if she had, I would have made some very huge mistakes in my life that I don't know what would have erased them. Some persons will come closer to me. They have bad motive, but she will tell you that, okay, whatever he or she does have in mind is not so strong. It's not something that will hurt you. So don't worry, I'm not just going to. She understand. She's just one of those few people that, just like my mother too, that are blessed with vision, and she used it. She used it the right way. I benefited from it the most. I can tell you for a fact. So, if I go into sweet moments, to be honest, I don't know. Because everybody enjoyed it. I did. My entire family. When I mean my entire family enjoyed. I don't buy my wife gifts. Allwell does. My wife said the last time she went out that she forgot her wallet. It does not happen. It was because she went out with Allwell, because it was Allwell that came to pick her from the house. If she wants to go out with me, she picks her wallet. But because she knew she was going out with Allwell,
Allwell will pay.
She's fine. She's relaxed. She felt sorted. She will naturally get my mother-in-law gifts. The morning she passed, my mother said she has arranged one asho fee. That she wanted to ask Allwell which matching bead will work for it. God do this one, Sha.
It cannot be questioned. Thank God for a life well spent. She touched lives.
Yeah, she did. Like, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. I'm into politics. When I spoke with Allwell before when she was alive, and she was sitting eating, and somebody just said, Egbon, you are doing this, they will not use you in the film again, no. I said, I don't care. After the person left, always said, Emma, worry, I won't leave you. That you have 4 people that are the director producers. If anybody don't use you,
we will use you in our films. And you'll still be there. And if they don't, I will use you. One thing happened in Ikorodu. I try to hit some things because social media is heavy. Then I was with one person. So in Ikorodu, they were working. So I lived in Ikorodu then. She now came. She was on the set for another person, about 2 jobs. So she wasn't smiling. Around 5 p.m., I can never forget. I walked to her. I said, "Oh, wait, you were not smiling all day." He said, "You know, Egbon, the last time I saw you, you greeted me, I didn't answer you." I said, "Yes." He said, "Because I gave you a warning, you didn't hit to it." He said, "I am shocked with the people you are laughing with here. I meet them on legation. They say different things. And me seeing them laughing with you here is another shocker to me."
That's a typical Allwell.
He said, "I am not a pretender." I said, I smell rat there. I said, "Oh, what do I do?" He said, me. And I had opportunity. Then I had 2 houses, one in Lekki, one in Korodu. Guy. And when she speaks, I pretend I don't hear. I always held it to my left hand. The following day, I didn't get to Korodu I did not go to Korodu for the next 4 months. If you have a job for me there, I come do my job.
Leave.
So those are the kind of thing. You can see the way she thinks. And she always, I said, there was a day she was fighting in my association. I said, "Oh, why are you fighting?" He said, "One thing still makes me mad." He said, you sir, you are talking of a vision. I know the way these people respect you before you become the president. Now, because you are a president, somebody will say they have an idea, they will just talk to you anyhow. He said, "Sorry, we are all from Yoruba land now. Yoruba have courtesy." That's the way she thinks. And like I've been mentioning her, I call her my Allwell. Makes me feel I am up there. Because when I'm going, she's singing live band, I'll be like, how many boys have children like this? And you can understand me. At times I take it easy these days not to cry. And you open your eye, she's gone.
Just like that.
I know the Lord giveth the tickets. He creates. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the Pathfinder, the light, the way. He's the man who stands like Rock of Gibraltar for everybody. The father of Zamalekuti, let it be. And I've just told him, you created that creature that walked up to me for a reason. If the reason is still there, that is why I am here. The legacy of that soul, let it be for life.
Hello, Ma.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
So sorry about everything that happened. You are our closest neighbor, and then you were the one around when the whole thing happened. Now, can you tell us what really happened?
On that fateful day, it was on a Saturday.
Yes.
She called me. Usually, I will never be at home on a Saturday. But that day, I was home with my husband and she called at exactly 1:34. When she called, she said, "She wanli." You know, I wouldn't know what made me. I felt something was wrong for her to have called me. So I had to quickly call my husband and my little baby. So the 3 of us rushed out of the house. But unfortunately, we couldn't get entrance to the house because she had not opened the door that afternoon.
Okay.
While we were there, you know, my husband just felt we could speak with her at a place just by our window. So he called me and I went there. I noticed she was stark naked. Stark naked. So I was like, "Actress, please." I kept calling her.
she was always actress to me. I say, actress, please open the door. My son was like, Mom, Dad, no, let's break this door. Before we knew it, he had broken the net. And he was like, he had even attempted breaking the other door, the main door. But actress, we just heard her say, Emma Shilekun, Emma Wo, or what do you people say? We don't break the door. So when she said
she was naked.
Because she was naked. It took her a very long time. She had a dress with her. She eventually had the dress on.
But she could not wear it.
She wore it.
Okay.
She wore the dress herself that day. She wore it, but it was a short one.
Okay.
And immediately I noticed it was short.
Was she sitting on the floor?
Yeah, she was sitting on the floor.
By the door?
Very close to the door. Very, very close. But because she was stark naked, she couldn't... that was the reason why she did not open the door on time. And when my son said, let's break, she kept saying, Emma Bolekun, Moma Shilekun. And immediately she had on the dress, she opened the door.
Herself.
But before then, she had gasped for breath. So I knew we were in for trouble. So when she opened the door and my husband saw the situation, my husband ran out to say, first aid first. But unfortunately, he got to two places and the nurses were not around. So he had to come back. Then again, I said, let's give her something to drink. We went to buy something, gave her Lucozade Boost. Then I said, please, I have Holy Communion at home. I gave her. She drank it. She drank the Holy Communion. And, when we noticed how she was, I had to... It started raining. The rain was heavy, yes. I had to quickly run out to look for other hands because we had tried to put her in the car. But when we got her up, she couldn't move her legs. So I ran out and started calling for help. People were not around. I ran to the other street. Fortunately, I met 2-3 other people. I was saying, please leave everything you are doing, please. So they ran with me. Empty guys, but it was so unfortunately, they couldn't still carry her. But beforehand, I had to call my son, get me my cover clothes, get me my bed sheet, just to cover her nakedness because what she had on was small. Short. Yes. But before we knew it, she gasped for breath again, a second time that time. And I saw the way she was behaving. But we tried, we lifted her up. About 5-6 people lifted her up into the car. And I had to drive the car myself.
Why?
Because she jokes. She would be like, I wouldn't know. I guess somebody was like, they told her one time that, if anything happens, what will you do? She said, I have good neighbors, So, with that.
Okay, so there was nobody that could drive the car at that time?
We had somebody to drive the car. The person was nervous, a man. I had to tell the person, to come out of the gate was difficult for her. I said, come down from the car. And I drove the car myself, even faster than how I could have. I don't like driving out of these clothes. So oftentimes what I do is I have a girl, a lady, about 26. I'll tell her, come and please drive the car out for me. But that day, I wouldn't know where that strength came. I drove it very fast. Even people at Pipeline, where she lives, they knew something was wrong. It was that bad. It was bad. It's still like a dream to me. Especially when I see her things around. I'll be like, is it really true? The actress. Because that's what I will always call actress. Is it true that she has really gone? So
you, between that time that she called you till the time she was able to open the door? How long?
It took a long time. It took almost over 30 minutes. It took a long time. I had to keep saying, "Actress, please open the door," because I think it was difficult for her to put on her gown. That was what really, and because she never knew it was going to result to it was going to end that way. If not, she wouldn't have. She was covering herself.
Yes.
She wouldn't have minded her breaking the door that day. Honestly.
But she insisted that you shouldn't break the door.
Yeah. At the time, we lifted her up, but it was difficult for her to carry her legs. Yes. I think breath was already going out of her that afternoon.
Did she make it to the hospital?
Well, I don't think so, because my husband, in a way, said they got her pulse in the hospital, but I don't want to totally believe that.
No, the doctor said there was
I don't
no
want
pulse.
to. Yes,
Yeah.
I don't want to totally believe that. It was the way she acted. That was what made me to quickly run out. I never. It was my first time of experiencing a thing like that.
Yeah.
I've had friends past, but not while I was there. Not while I was there. It was when I noticed she couldn't move her legs again that I knew that there was danger. I knew there was, because I had a friend that passed like that.
While you were inside the car, okay, you were the one driving.
I was the one driving, and
who was
my
with you?
my
Your son?
my son is my daughter's friend was with us.
you.
So I told her, "Esther, enter the car, and please don't leave her. Stop pressing her chest." And that was what she was doing. We never knew she had passed. We never knew she had passed.
At that time, she wasn't saying anything.
She wasn't saying
doing anything.
She wasn't saying anything.
Even before you left here, though.
She wasn't saying anything again. She wasn't.
So when you got to the hospital,
When we got to the hospital, to bring her out of the car too was difficult. But they got help. They brought her out. They attended to her immediately.
yes,
They passed. They had to
The
before.
drip,
They passed a drip to her to see if they could resuscitate her. They had
Pass
to give her oxygen. They tried. They were with her for over 2 hours, even before most of you came. They were still with her.
Yes.
When-
yes.
But at the time, we felt she was all right. That was why they took her into the hospital.
you
Yes,
had hope.
yes. We were so hopeful. I was so hopeful. I felt our actress, We were very hopeful. They said they are taking her in, and I felt that means all is well. Only for them to later tell us that she had passed. They told us she had passed, which was a very painful one.
Prior to that time, what kind of relationship did you have?
I had a very cordial relationship with her. Honestly, I never knew her before she moved in. I wasn't one of the types that watched TV. So, she said, we had a good relationship, even with my children. When my children should call me, I say, you have lovely children, calm, they are well trained and everything. We talk, we gist, we can be up, we can stand for a long time and talk for hours. My children will be like, "Mom," I say, "No, actress now." They'll from upstairs say, "Mom," they'll be winking at me that I should come up. I say, no, she loved to gist too. When she wanted to.
Yeah.
It's not when she doesn't want to talk with you, you won't see her outside. So we had a good relationship. At least we lived together for between 4 to 6 years. we never had any quarrel. We never, and we never quarrel about anything. She knew where to draw a line, and I knew same thing. Yes, so we never had any cause to fight or quarrel about anything. She was here at home. She was very peaceful with everybody.
It's very unfortunate that we couldn't get to do an autopsy to be certain of the cause of her death. Now, relating by what happened that day, some felt it was heart attack. I felt it was an asthmatic attack. Judging by what happened, you said that for a while she was gasping for breath. Then knowing that she had asthma from time, I was surprised when you said that you didn't know that she was asthmatic.
Yeah, she never mentioned it.
Yes.
She never mentioned she was asthmatic because she told us almost everything that was wrong with her. Everything. She made us to know, because I know she had BP. Yeah, blood pressure, high blood pressure. She told me she was pre-diabetic. Yes, because I've seen her wound and she'll be bothered, and once she applies one or two things, the wound will get dry. Then she made us to know she had what they call PCOB.
Yes.
PCOB. Yes. PCOS.
PCOS.
Yes. She made us to understand that. Aside those things, we didn't know she was asthmatic. She never mentioned it to us.
Asthma was a popular thing that we all know. For our colleagues, our friends, we know she was asthmatic. We're always mindful. In fact, when this place is too dusty, she would leave. One thing I know, I'm not even sure of this pre-diabetics, because for me, Allwell didn't really watch what she hates. We would, once she is angry, just give her ice cream, give her cake, give her chocolates. Like about a month ago, I traveled and she was, you buy me this chocolate, you buy me this, she would eat it, So I don't know so much about that, but I'd always known that she was asthmatic. So I felt that what happened to her was an asthmatic attack, because judging by the time frame also, I know heart attack could give you time to, if it's not cardiac arrest, if it's not cardiac arrest, and then maybe a BP, but we are not sure. We're just trying to let people know that is either is heart attack or asthmatic attack. I'm sure it will be one of those, maybe that triggered the high blood pressure and all that happened. Well, in all of this, I would just like to, I've learned something, and one of the major things that I learned is try not to always be at home alone. Especially when you know that you have some underlying ailments. Make sure that one or two people are with you. Because imagine if she had someone with her.
She would have been able to open the door
at
early.
Least somebody would have covered her up, even if it was just with a wrapper, with a blanket or something, or just she had those boo-boos, just wear something, and then the person could rush out and get help. Imagine taking after 30 minutes, 1 hour, because as at the time she called you at around 1:34. Your son called me around 2:34.
That's an
you
hour
didn't
after.
An hour after. She was still home. you didn't get to the hospital until like around 3 past 3. Do you understand?
Yes, thereabout, yes.
We don't have an emergency in Nigeria. We don't have where we can call like 911 that you get rescue. You understand?
Fast, yes.
So going through all of that, imagine if it was with somebody and then somebody just quickly gets a first aid, no first aid, bring out the car in 30 minutes or less. The hospital is very close.
Yeah, we would have been able to
make it to the hospital. So we're doing this so that we all could learn from it also. Make sure there's someone with you. Of course, what will happen will happen. But some things are just preventable sometimes. We know God has the final say. When it's time, it's time. But what if we can revive it? What if we can do something? So, you know, do you have a memory that you think an unforgettable memory of Allwell?
Yes. We're really going to miss Allwell. She was good to every one of us. She was a giver. You know, that 25th of December when she came upstairs to meet me, I was so surprised, you know. And I was like, Allwell, on a Christmas, I won't be able to give her something because Allwell we always have something to give you.
Yes.
I have slippers she gave me. I still have 2 chocolates she gave me. They are still there by the side of my bed. My son yesterday said, "Mom, can I take one?" I said, "No." That was from Allwell. Nobody's taking it now, you know. We went out together and she wanted to buy me a boo-boo. I was like, what? A boo-boo of 45,000. Where am I wearing it to? I said, no way, I don't want. She said, Auntie Egba now. I said, no, I don't want. You know, I bluntly rejected it. She was somebody like that. Somebody like that. My son was like, actress, today is my birthday, you know. She was always ready. She would find something to give you. The memory I have for Allwell was very jovial. She would gist. I remember a day, she just told me, she said, Auntie, have you eaten
fisherman soup
before? I said no. She said, and I will cook it for you. You know, jokingly, like, I will cook it. And she brought it. Man, it was fine, well cooked, had everything. I can never forget that day. And I ran back to her. I said, you must teach me how to cook that soup. I never got to cook it before she died. You know, so many memories. So many memories. She was full of life.
Yes.
She was very hardworking. I remember one day she came back from one of her trips. And I was like, who is this old person coming? She was all dark. He said, I went to work now. Auntie, are you really sure? I said, yes. That was how I put it to her. And we just laughed about that. She was wonderful. I will really miss her. You know, I will really, really, really miss her.
If she can hear you, what is the last word you would like to say to her?
Oh, well, I wish you have lived, you overcame that day. I'm so overwhelmed about what happened. At the time, I had to meet my husband and said, doesn't mean we didn't help her enough. You know, that guilt. But I said we tried our best, you know. My son too came and said we were not fast enough, you know. And they said no. You know, I still have that guilt in me, you know. But God knows best. God knows best.
You did. It is well.
I wish he had made it. We were so hopeful. We were so hopeful. because she was full of life on the 25th of December. She was full of life.
On the 26th.
We never 25th.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the 26th.
On the 26th, I couldn't see her. I didn't see her. But my daughter said she had her, gisting with a lot of people.
Yes.
On that day.
She told me
that because I was not at home.
Yes. On the 26th, we were on the phone for 1 hour. It was when it was an hour that I say, oh well, Ejeki Malo, because I wanted her to follow me for an outing, and she said no, she wasn't going to go. I said, let's go now. She said no, because if she had gone with me on the 26th, most likely on that night, especially if we didn't get home early, she'll probably sleep at my place, and then of course we won't sleep early. Maybe at that time would be the time that she'll be waking up, and maybe it will happen in my place. And I had people at home. Do you understand? Just maybe. In fact, I had to tell her that day that ẹni jẹ́ kémi tí mo fẹ́ lọ ẹ mọ̀ pé èmi náà níbi kan lọ mi nìkan ṣe. But at that time, my friend had called me. I said, wọ́n ti pè mí ọ̀rẹ́ mi ti ń dúró dè mí, ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa lọ. And she said, o ti fẹ́ lé, mo fẹ́ jọyàn kan sùn ẹ, mo fẹ́ ṣe kíní kan. I said, ẹ wo, ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa lọ. And that was how I left. I got back late, so I couldn't call her back that day. And we hadn't talked because I know that she would be sleeping. She doesn't sleep early. She sleeps very late and wake up late as well. So she wakes up around 12, 1. So I didn't even bother, until I finish doing everything. And then I'll call her, because I know once she calls, she would talk, she would gist, she would not allow me do other things. She knows. She would call me, auntie me, and I was like, Kilefe lete, mama below me. That's what she calls me. She will always say that I'm 35 years old, So, but unfortunately, 2025 took two precious people, took my mom, took Allwell from me, but God knows best.
The memory lingers.
Yeah.
I can never forget her.
Yeah.
Little time we stayed together, I can never forget her well.
She spoke well about you. Those times that she'll be with me and she'll say, I want to go home. She said, okay, let me call her. She will help me take care of Peace, especially when she didn't come with Peace. You say, she'll take care. Peace, by the way, is our dog. You say, she'll take care of my dog. Don't worry, I can stay. I have to go home because she's not around. If she's around, she's referring to you that if you're around, you will help her to take care of the dog and everything, But it is what it is. Anyways, thank you, ma. I'm so sorry about everything. I pray that God will comfort you, because the whole thing happened with you. We came to meet you at the hospital. You were there with us. We went to the mortuary together and everything, And then seeing our car, seeing our
it's a painful
stores.
thing.
So every day.
Painful thing.
So I know it's nothing that
because she worked hard for everything. Everything. She worked hard. She worked hard for everything. I remember the last time we spoke. Maybe I should just. She said she wanted to buy a house. That what really happened, she couldn't, they didn't accept what she offered. She couldn't get that. Was what she told me. She couldn't. That was, if not, maybe she said, even think about her. Talufe Jeleno. Talufe
Je Ogun.
Ogun Leno. She told me that. It is well. We're still hopeful that Emara Leni Ketokuro Mbio was talking to her like that. Me, I speak Yoruba often. I speak Yoruba because my children, I want them to learn how to speak Yoruba. So that's why I speak often to people You'll be like, ain't sure you by Mama so you I don't, even when she's speaking English to me, I'll be like, you know, she was good. She was good. She was a giver. She was a lovely person. Somebody you'll meet and you will love. She'll make you laugh. She'll make you laugh. When she comes out with her makeup, I'll be like, God, let me know how to make up.
Makeup like this.
Why will you leave your face like this now? You know, but God knows best.
He does. Anyways, thank you for your time, ma'am. Thank you.
Talk so much about you. Biola, Adebayo, I'll be like, Menton Debe. She'll be like, the lady now, we came. I said, okay. I got to know most of these people because of her. Rotimi Salami. I never knew who Rotimi was until I met Allwell. And Allwell will always be my brother, until I asked her one day, is Rotimi really your brother? I was saying no. But we bless God.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. We really appreciate your time. May God rest our soul and keep the rest of us. Give us long life. Keep our children. Keep us from evil and unreasonable men.
Amen.
God will comfort you on all sides.
Amen.
Thank you, ma. Life.
That's it.
Now, thank God for our life.
Amen.
What next? How do we move from here? How do we mortalize such a gift that God has given us? How do we keep our legacy? See, we're talking about this thing. I know myself. I know how carefree I could be or I can be. I know sometimes I'm very hard pursuing things, but I know that we have to do something. How do we go from here? We're talking about foundation in our name. She has projects that are still there. Rotimi, you're probably the closest. You're the one that, and then you have this idea. Please, let's share it. This is the most important of all that we have said. What we have said is the past, right?
Yeah.
So we have the present and the future. How do we move from here? And this is one of the major reasons for this sitting today. What do we do?
So, a mini place. Okay. So, I ever since she passed, every day I still find it very hard to believe she's
gone.
no more. And I know, or rather we all know the kind of person that she is, which is she loves to give everybody a chance. As long as you make the move, she will give you a chance. She doesn't care if you're up there or not. She believes that if I made you, that you're here with the people that are here, people will see you, and through me, people will see you.
Yeah.
So she has always used her platform as stardom, as a stepping stone for lots of upcomers.
Yes.
So, just like Uncle rightly said earlier, that we all know she's multi-talented, or rather she was multi-talented, and the foundation would be around this.
Okay.
Now, the only way to keep this legacy alive is to continue from where she stopped.
Okay.
her vision, and her mission in life, which is raising more stars.
Okay.
So I spoke to Uncle about it and a couple of other senior colleagues about the foundation, and I said I really want us to have a foundation, and Uncle said, okay, so we can call it Allwell Ademola Legacy Foundation.
Yeah.
And I said, perfect.
Perfect.
This will work. Now, what are the aims and objectives of this foundation? First and first, to preserve her soul, her body, wherever she is, we were thinking of getting a land in the foundation's name, erecting a building, shifting a monument from Aton back to that land, where we are going to design a monument, make it beautiful. Anybody can go there, make a wish if you want to, because we know that she was a special human while she was alive. So even in her death, there are certain prayers we would probably make in her name, and yes, I want to believe so much that it will be answered. The building will be used for two purposes. One is for training of as many willing talents in acting, sound design, props and sets, directing, writing, everything that makes up a film. Any of this departments that you wish to acquire knowledge in, we will provide tutors for you, and this will be done annually. Secondly, the building would also serve as a museum where all our works are going to be displayed, from act designs to thrillers, posters, everything that has to do with our life will be found in that particular museum. We intend to, like I said, lots of students, as much as you want to. A website will be opened for this foundation, and through that website we're going to have as many people as possible that wants to be a part of the academy to register there. Above all, she does have some jobs too on ground. You know, I pushed her, you know, that you have to do something major. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't have to, you don't need to have all the millions to make it happen. We can make it happen somehow. And because I know she pushed me too, I needed to push her. And we were already planning for our first big project where she played the lead, and she happens to be the director as well. But I produced Kilanko. We have envisaged that Kilanko would hit the cinemas for Mother's Day, because of the kind of story that it is. Mother's Day is March 15th. Though somehow this is looking like a dream now, you know. But I just told myself that we have to make sure that that dream of ours, you know, still come to life with the help of everyone. She does have other jobs. She has a YouTube channel, which I just had access to the YouTube channel yesterday through the editor. And our jobs, there's Billow's Blood. There's also a big screen job, you know, for pay TV. Then we have Titi Lailai, which is most likely the one we'll be uploading on our YouTube channel very soon.
Titi Lailai.
Titi Lailai. And Titi Lailai happens to be a story about life and late fears, you know, NJ. So that will be hitting our YouTube channel pretty soon. Kilanko is the one that is supposed to hit the cinemas.
Cinema.
And I urge everyone, that this is a job for all of us. It's not something myself, Uncle Said, and Biola can do alone. We all have to make that dream come to pass. Because already I was already imagining how we were probably going to be on stage and she's just going to talk after people finish watching the film. Because I conceived that idea about the same time she conceived it. We're not even planning for that at all. But I was like, let's shoot a film about this. And I was like, Rotimi, something like that. No. Like, for YouTube, I said, no, I want you to do something big. You're too talented to, remain just a YouTube director. Let's launch with something and we'll grow. With time we'll grow. Don't worry, we can do this thing. And she said, is that what you want? I said, yes. That's what I want for you. So we started the journey like 3 years ago. We had like 5 times pick-up shoots, just because we're not thinking we're going to take it to the cinema straight, because we felt like, okay, we don't have the capital to do something for cinemas. So let's think of a Netflix or Prime. But when the Netflix Prime thing came out, like, this has to go to the cinemas. And if it has to go to the cinemas, I wouldn't want people to see you, to judge you with this. Let's try and do something,
add something
to it for it to look a little better than what we had. I just said, okay, let's do it. So we are going to continue to upload. She has about 3 films on ground now.
Okay, so what are we doing first? So we have Tisilai Live for YouTube.
For YouTube.
Which other one do we have for YouTube?
We have Okoibo.
For YouTube.
The third one, she was a working title, so we'll get to that.
We might change it.
So
we have like
we have
3
Belo's Blood.
jobs.
Like I said,
no, Belo's Blood is not for YouTube.
It's not for YouTube, no.
Okay, so we have like 3 jobs for YouTube that will be uploading one after the other. Please, we're saying this so you could support us when it's out. We don't know how we're going to be dancing all over to promote this, but we need you.
I will dance if I have to. Look, I will.
For how long?
Yeah.
We just need your support.
So there's something I didn't mention, which sorry, please. For the foundation.
No, I'm coming back to the foundation. So I just want to talk about the jobs first. So we have 3 jobs. We'll get to know if there are still more that will be uploading as time goes by. But we have 3 for now. And then we have 2 for big screen. We have 1 for cinemas that we're looking at March for, which is Killer and Co. We have Belo's Blood, which is supposed to be for big screen. So these are about 5 jobs that we have now. We'll be working on it. Please just support us as we announce with time. Now, Rotimi, I want us to go back to the foundation thing. This is big. It's huge. I know that she'll be happy to see us do this for her. I know myself, but I know God will strengthen us. Now, the fact that you have a dream of, okay, we want a land where we can, number one, exhume our body, put it there, make it better, and then have a foundation in our name where people can actually have scholarship, study something, graduate, and you talk about them graduating on the 27th of December, the day she passed. So that would be their graduation date every year. But then they won't have to pay because we will be doing it as a foundation in honor of our name. Rotimi, how do we intend to get funds for this big dream?
So, one that I've always noticed is the fact that if God is not, if it's not meant to happen, the idea won't come.
Yes.
People would verbally support, right? And maybe not just because of Orwell, but because of many dreams out there that will be realized. You know, I feel the need that it's not something that can be done by just we alone.
Yeah.
I feel, yes, anything we'll make from our films, we'll make more films for her to keep the name going. For the foundation, we need the support of everyone that comes across this video, that comes across the foundation, from the governments that are private sectors, corporate bodies, influential people, you know, philanthropists. You know, we intend to get an account, maybe open in the foundation name, where people can donate to us.
So registration is on for this foundation already. We're trying to do a registration of the name first. Good. Well, as soon as it's registered, we'll let you know. So please go ahead. I didn't want to forget that part.
So this is probably going to be like a continuous thing, you know, because some people might be willing to do something now and they do not have the capacity to do it now. It's okay. It's fine, right? I don't want to call it a long-term project, because as for me, as soon as possible, I wish we can actually assume our body and, you know, get her a private place to be, you know, because she has served a lot of us while she was alive, and she didn't even have a biological child of ours. So we all are the children that she has, you know. So I mean, I feel these are the little things that we can do from our part. No matter, nothing is too small to say, oh, I'm donating towards her legacy, towards immortalizing her, you know. So anybody that wants to help, yes, feel free to do this. It's not going to go to me or go to Biola or go Saidi. No. It's just going to go into, I mean, new generation, new people that are craving for opportunities, you know, for hope in one way or the other.
Okay, thank you, Rotimi. I pray that by God's grace, this will be actualized.
Amen.
It will be a dream come true. For people that would want to support immediately, or that will buy these ideas, especially financially, because we haven't registered it, we don't have an account yet. We're looking at a GoFundMe, right? But yes, that is not created yet. Do we have like an account if anybody wants to give something? We promise you, you know me, you know Rotimi, you know Uncle Said. This is not for any selfish interest. This is just to protect a legacy of someone that we love so much, that would go extra miles for any one of us. She has done it. She will do it. She will fight for you. She will stand by you. She will let the whole world know that she's for you. This is us just trying to protect her name. We don't want, she does not have a child that you will see and you say, oh, more well, Niye. She doesn't have. This one thing is what we want to keep, just to keep her name. Please, just help us achieve this. We cannot do it alone. We're not calling on individuals alone, governments, officials, NGOs, anybody outside the industry or in the industry that will want to support us to keep the name of Allwell. This is what matters to us. This matters to us than any other thing now. Please, Rotimi, do we have an account that we want to give out in case? Okay, so before I go to that, during our burial, I don't want to forget this. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone that made that burial a success. We couldn't have done it without you. People will say we don't have love in the industry. We practically did everything within ourselves. The family were welcoming. They welcomed us. They wanted to do, we wanted to do. In fact, we had to fight our ways to do some things. They insisted in doing some things. They were so... she had an amazing family, or she has an amazing family. They worked with us. They accepted us. They loved us. Thank you. Thank you to all the Ademola family. We're saying thank you to everyone in the industry that came to support us financially. Everything that we needed, that we used, were provided by the people in the industry alone. We did not seek for any external help, and we still have something left. It was just within us. So that shows how much she's loved amongst us. So now we know that we won't be able to do this alone. That is why we want to extend it out. This is big. This is huge. Your children can benefit from it.
Actually.
Your family members can benefit from it. Your neighbors can benefit from it. That young boy, that young girl that you're seeing just passing around can become an household name through this. Please support us in whatever ways. And for every other person, to our industry people, to all the guilds from Tampan to TGMA to ANCP to AGN, DGN, TGD, every one of you. I cannot mention all the names, but I'm saying thank you. You know we appreciate you. They are still standing.
Yeah, because we still need to thank them more on the foundation.
Yes.
I don't want to talk much, but they stood to the extent that they contributed money.
Yes.
And the money we have left now is giving us the dream of the foundation. We're going to kickstart with the money left from the contribution of burial. The parents, the family said, no, they don't want to use it for the foundation, and we're all ready. And talking of the foundation, we need actors to come and teach. People are already saying we will come and nurture people there. So we'll say thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're kickstarting with what we have left. And our legacy will not die. The foundation, God will bless. All artists all over the world, everybody, non-artists, those who are even out there sympathizing with us, I will say thank you very much.
Even people who have not met her before.
Have not met her.
Yes.
The support was amazing. The support was amazing. So thank you very much, everybody.
What I would suggest is, beyond the money, there are people that could probably want to help us with
a lot of land
or anything.
You know what I would say? If it's a building, we need all this.
If it's a building, yes.
Once they see it starting,
yes,
I'm sure Nigerians like, people in the whole world like see it coming.
Yes.
And they know it's not that they just come to talk, they're waiting.
All right. By God's grace, this will come to pass very, very soon. And I'm sure Allwell will be happy wherever she is, by the grace of God. Before I let you go, outside, I have two more questions. Number one is, tell us one attribute that you picked from Allwell. Just one that you picked.
What I picked from her is love everyone equally. Don't underrate and be very careful.
Love everyone equally. Don't underrate anyone, and
be very careful.
Be very careful. All right. The last one will be, say your last word to Allwell.
Allwell, rest in peace. All I will say is I will do my best. Your legacy will live forever. That's all.
By God's grace. Rotimi, one major attribute.
I've said it earlier.
Contentment.
Contentment. The Yoruba will say, "Ẹni tó bá ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn, ó ti lóhun gbogbo." And that's one thing I would also love to preach, especially to those coming after us. Contentment.
Yeah. One last word.
I love you. I love you all well. And I'll keep loving you.
Her happiness. Allwell was playful, jovial. Even when she had things she was going through, you would never know. And she shared love. She would come on set, buy things for everyone. Eat with you, dance with you. I picked that from her. Oh well, if you can hear me, I want you to know that we love you. We wish you're here. We wish you didn't have to leave us when you left. But whatever we can do to keep your name, God help us. We would. May your soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. This is where we'll be saying goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. What's our YouTube channel? Allwell Ademola TV.
Yeah.
Please subscribe to Allwell Ademola TV. And we keep you updated. Please support us in all of this. God bless you all. In whatever thing you're doing, put God first. Be determined and stay focused. Till I come your way same time next week on the same channel. I love and appreciate you.
Talk to be, share your experience.